Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you. That's right. Welcome to Sunday Night Culture. We're off and running. We're starting a brand new week. I want to say again, thank you for being here. Those of you who've already kicked us some money, those of you who've already kicked us some memberships, we appreciate you. But I have to start off today's stream, today's show with something that I found not surprising. Borderlands. Have you guys heard of this film? It's out now. It's been out for 10 days. It's based on a video game in a post-apocalyptic world, which is what everything's based on now. Did anybody see it? I mean, there were some pretty big stars in it. You had Kate Blanchett, and you had Jamie Lee Curtis and Jack Black, and even Ian K size stars like Kevin Hunt. Fortunately, it apparently didn't do very well on the box office. In fact, it did terribly. They say the thud from this bomb was so loud.
How loud was it, oh great Weevo Sabi?
I'm trying to get to the punchline talks. You aren't helping here, but that's not
that's
unusual.
my job.
That's true. You get what you pay for, Ian said. Why didn't I listen to him? Why?
I don't know.
Let's say the thud from this bomb was so loud you couldn't hear Kathleen Kennedy's ego for over an hour. True story.
Full hour.
True story. Yeah. I heard it was so quiet in the theater on opening weekend that you could actually hear John Cena's self-esteem cry for help.
There it is. Out of the park.
That's right. That's
Way
right.
over the 18th hole.
Well, yeah. They said that 18th hole played short, but
Oh,
I didn't
there
see
it
comics
is.
there at all. I didn't see comics there at all. But hey, it looks like the new movie Alien Romulus is actually off to a solid start. It's raked in over 40 million in the U.S. in its first weekend.
Isn't that almost your yearly beard oil bill?
Yeah, actually, it's right in that ballpark. Yeah. Yeah, add the international in, and it's over $100 million on the opening weekend. Wow. So it's probably one of the best. In fact, it's second in the overall franchise as far as openings go. So, you know, if it's not the best openings, it is one of the best openings for an Alien film so far. Have you actually seen that film, Tox?
No. The whole soul-eating alien thing is too close to my ex-wife for me.
Is Mrs. Flew around with some meat to throw at you, maybe?
Maybe. She hasn't beaten me in a while.
Oh, I can actually tell that, actually. Well, I saw the film, and I liked it. And if you plan on or have already seen it, drop an F in the chat right now. I would appreciate that. I can see it, actually, because I have a confidence monitor over here. Lets me know if you're paying attention. Speaking of aliens, how long do you think before AI takes over and starts trying to kill us all? I actually saw an article this week where some Wall Street analysts, pretty good ones, are predicting that AI will take our jobs as soon as next year. No one's safe, actually, apparently. Jobs in healthcare, insurance, fast food, computers, art, voiceovers, heck, even acting in films could be gone as soon as next year. And you think I'm kidding? I'm not. And it couldn't come any faster, folks. I mean, especially over there at Disney. Seriously, Bob and his crowd there have actually been jumping for joy over the reception of their new Snow White trailer. No, not the downvote ratio it got. They're used to that now. What was Bob, jumping all over his personal Candyland is in the Seven Dwarfs. They were all CGI, which means that Disney doesn't have to pay them, spend time canceling them on social media, or do struggle sessions. Yeah. This is a good deal for Disney, but the best part of it is this.
Tell us the best part, oh great Casino Damas, oh great cultural mystic from the desert sands of the East, the one man who knows the secret to the art of the sleeping magic.
That's enough, Tox. You are you're frightening the chat.
No, I'm not. No one in the chat is saying that I'm. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Anyway, the best part of CGI actors for Disney is that all the legal fees they're going to save because they won't sue them.
Oh, there it is.
That's right.
That was
anyway,
funny.
Folks, those are the jokes for the night, at least from me, at least from this monologue. And now it's time for me to breakdance like an Australian soccer mom at the Olympics while Tox pushes some buttons. Maybe. Even the right buttons this time.
Huh?
Seriously. Then
you're going to breakdance?
Wait. Let's see.
Australian breakdance there. Oh, look at that. Wow. I could do a beatbox. No, I can't. All right. I'll press a button.
I love it.
CultureCasino has arrived to tell us that Disney stock is down to below $97 a share.
How did you know that? That's exactly why I showed up. I saw that this was going to be your favorite day ever, Mike. I know you're a YouTuber. but you're very involved in Disney stuff. For good
I am
reason.
absolutely a YouTuber. Thank you for recognizing that, sir. Culture Casino. You sent me nothing, right? Yesterday at 10. Oh, uh-oh. I didn't send the link. I was talking about him and I didn't even send it. Here I was talking about him at the beginning of the show for not being here, and I just see my DMs and he says, "You do know that you..." Here, I'm going to show this. I'm going to show my DMs. I got to do this before Culture gets here, otherwise he'll laugh at me. Oh, Culture, I was talking about you earlier.
Oh no.
You're supposed to act like you care.
Okay.
So here it says, here's yesterday, 8:36 a.m., 10 o'clock. Loki told me to send you this for tomorrow morning. Kisses and hugs, 10:07. 9:30. Do you know you sent me nothing, right? Oops. Okay, this is proof positive I am a YouTuber.
Thank you, everybody. That was extraordinary. I'm really already having a good time tonight. I hope you are as well. I hope you're all impressed by my breakdancing skills. I don't know why you wouldn't be. I think that's
There were a lot of comments in the chat, Culture.
okay. How many Fs in the chat did we get?
I didn't see that many.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, I
And
found
when I
my
search
volume.
for F,
Hold on.
I get tons.
Well, okay. I had a lot of fun. Anyway, let's get to it. Obviously, we've got several things to talk about, but we did get some super chats that came in before we got started with the day. Let's take a look at those real quick, and then we'll get on to what we're going to cover here for the go here. Mark Daly for 5. Culture Casino Cash says Disney dining a once in a lifetime experience. Well, yeah, considering that your life might end, and yeah.
What happened
Man,
with that?
Well, okay. Well, this is a case that I don't think I actually brought up for tonight. But Tox, you didn't hear that one of the patrons at the Raglan Road pub on Disney property had a person a doctor actually have an allergic reaction and pass away.
I did not hear that. No.
Yeah, yeah. And so the widower went to sue Disney, and they were not successful. Or at least not so far. Disney's trying to have it dismissed because they have a terms of service clause on Disney Plus that says you have to go through arbitration first. You can't sue them.
So, because they had a Disney Plus account, they had to go to arbitration because her husband died.
No, the lady, the doctor lady died. The husband is suing them. Yeah,
the husband's suing. So the lady died. The doctor lady died because she had an allergic reaction at a park.
Yeah.
But because they had Disney Plus, they had to go to arbitration.
Well, they're trying to force it to arbitration. It hasn't been settled yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but we'll get there. And yeah. And real quick, I want to say hi. We had a few that came in before we even started the show, like several hours, 4 or 5 hours ago. Walter Tomaszewski sent a $5 Culture Casino super chat for Culture Cash and says, in an interview, Iger said cable TV is done for and will eventually end. Regardless of what you personally think of him, could he be right? I think ultimately you'll still have some kind of linear broadcast. I think that they're starting to realize that that's not fully going to go away because people are not finding satisfaction with a lot of the streaming products yet. And the internet still isn't built out in a sufficient way to accommodate them. Until both of those things are done, I think you're going to see. I think you're still going to see linear out there. But yes, he's correct in that it won't be as prevalent. But right now, it's still hanging in there at about 50% of overall consumption. So there's that. And then earlier, again, once before we got started, Scott Westbrook for 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you for those, Scott. We appreciate that so very much. Yeah. And an incredibly generous one that also did not get captured before the stream was Ben Hennigar for 20 Culture Casino cash. Yeah, thank you, Ben. He says, hello, my friends. Been a while. Hello, yeah, it's been a while. Not much. How about you? That's right. I want to say thanks to Ben. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 20 Culture Casino cash. Give me the cash.
Let's play that Gary clip for him.
No, we're not doing the Gary clip. I need to delete that. I don't know how it got back here. And then finally, our good friend Liberty Hall's Cat gives a Culture Casino membership, and that went on to Ironic Bonds. That's right. And I don't. Sometimes if you go really early on those folks, we do not see them. So just letting you know.
Or we're really late.
Yeah, we were tardy. On that note, we need to get on to this story. So Disney is actually destroying its history in parks. In fact, I've got a special video first thing in the morning coming out about this, talking about why there's so much hate. But they're really going to replace major history that Walt had his hand in making, designing, and they're really just out to remove it. In fact, they're trying to remove everything Walt, except they're trying to make a Walt animatronic, which I also have that story. So we're going to take a look at these stories. Let's bring in the panel because we got some wonderful folks out there, and they're just waiting to hang. Hey,
jeez, about time. Man. It's like, wow, just keep talking. Just like you're never going to let us on.
Walt Disney's a cool
guy. Hey, somebody kick Ian in the teeth. So
I wouldn't do that.
Fucked up.
Yeah,
I'd kick him in the balls, but I probably couldn't find him.
Wow. Okay. Well, that'll wake him up. Anyway.
No, it won't.
You wouldn't have to kick too high.
Yeah, that's also true. So what we've got is not the world's greatest Disney story in the world, but one that I think is going to affect a lot of major Disney fans.
Snow White?
No. Although
live action Little Mermaid.
No, that already happened.
Live action Cats. Live action Into the Woods.
No.
You said not the greatest Disney story.
That's a great line, Tux. Well done. Nah, what I'm talking about is Disney is actually bulldozing the rivers of America in Magic Kingdom and probably at Disneyland at some point to make way for cars and villains in the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. I can't imagine they stop there.
Are cars and villains going to be the same park?
Well, yeah, they're going to put them right next to each other.
Rivers of America. What is that, like Frontierland and like Tom Sawyer?
Tom Sawyer Island's going to be gone. Yeah, it's going to be weird.
If they just wanted to do cars and villains, just move like the NASCAR Hall of Fame to Disney. I mean, that would kill two birds with one stone.
Wow,
there it is.
Swing. That's a big.
That's
swing.
A good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Austin Dillon fan. Yep.
Yeah. But
I like how he got in trouble for doing something to somebody that had done it just a couple of races before. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, whatever.
Is Chase Elliott still a thing? Chase Elliott's still a thing, right?
I think so.
I don't know, but I know Lorena is here. Hi, Lorena. I hope I didn't embarrass you with that terrible monologue. I think Tom's in the chat too. I think I saw Tom out there.
I have starred a whole bunch of things for you to look at.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to look at them. But
Tom Sawyer's Island's pretty cool though. Me and my friend snuck a doobie on there once.
What? No.
Nice.
Yeah, we didn't get kicked out. That was pretty cool.
Let's see. Crazy white boys over there on the green machine with Bimo Beta. Good to see you. Yeah. Argentum. Hey. Erica's going to bed. It's late here, and I think I'm coming down with a cold. Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, I feel better.
Yeah. Hey, Nita Siebold Salt. Oh my gosh. Australian soccer mom is so right on. Thank you. I think I did good. Jaffo. Yeah. What did I do wrong? I did not break wind. Look at all of this.
Well, that was the break dancing.
Oh, Tom says this disturbing. I did my best. An attempt was made. Yeah.
An attempt was certainly made. That's one thing we cannot deny.
Release the McCracken says, you tried. Well, thank you.
It was one of the dances of all time.
Dark
Oh,
Hierophant.
that's good.
Dark Hierophant says, my moves were great. I'm in Australia. So, see, I told you. And Nick is all about it. I like how we CC and only hear talks. Yeah. Yeah. And Sundowners Club. Culture looking like a Bond villain tonight. Well, thank you. I'm wearing, well, you'll see the t-shirt. And I'm going to have to costume change again because it's getting hot in here.
Oh, yeah, do it with the camera on.
No. Culture. It goes, it's hot in her. You gotta go to her.
It's hot in her.
Is that cultural appropriation if he does it?
All right. Deeple's over there on Green Machine, and so is Seaman. What's up, Seaman? What's going on? All right. Thank you for starring those. I appreciate it, Tox. You are amazing as a show
Try and get
producer.
some more. There's a bunch of people out there.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We'll see you. I saw
red shirts out there.
Bill S. Preston Esquire out there. Just another red shirt. Hail, Mr. Shirt. But let's get back to the story.
Tom is technically not here.
Well, he's in the chat. He's not here. I don't know why he's not here.
Darius, hey, I'm glad you hit the like button.
Darius.
Cut 69. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. In fact, let's push the number over 69, please. But anyway, Disney is set to take the Frontier out of Frontierland at the Magic Kingdom. The company recently announced a massive expansion of the park that would include attractions based on Pixar Cars series and a land specifically devoted to the Disney villains. The Villains Land in particular is something that Disney Parks fans have wanted for years, but not there. Anyway. However, instead of utilizing the blessing of size, Disney isn't actually expanding the park much, if at all. There's some land above Big Thunder that they'll likely be a part of the expansion. However, the bulk of these new areas will come from repurposed land, specifically Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island, which is gross.
Well, I mean, they're not going to get any permits to build anything else anytime soon.
Well, here's the thing, right? And this is a point I make in the video that you're going to see first thing in the morning tomorrow. For those of you on the East Coast, you'll see it at 9 a.m. So be sure to grab it. But they're basically going to transform this whole area into vast and rugged terrains for a brand new thrilling rally race through the mountains that's supposed to be associated with Cars Land. The artwork, which is pictured up here, that's what you're going to see. Instead of Rivers of America, you're going to have Strange Cars attraction in the middle of the park.
Didn't they already have like a Cars ride and more or less like a Cars land in California Adventure?
I thought they already had something like that.
They do. This is not that.
So this is just in the Disneyland park. And what the reason they're doing this is because the idea of conquering the frontier and displacing all of the natives is unpalatable to Disney, so they're getting rid of it. Is that what they're doing?
Probably.
Well, I mean, they have to destroy history and the honor of history to destroy our culture and go back and rewrite it. And they, there's not enough IP in the Magic Kingdom theme park, I guess. I don't know. But
Tom pointed out in the chat, Tom Sawyer is problematic for that.
In what way?
No, I'm sure he is now.
He is now. Well, there's a main character in there and all that kind of stuff. But you have to bleep out the word now.
Interesting. What character? What's his name?
His name is Jim.
Name's Jim.
Okay.
Big Jim.
Yeah, big
Jim and Tom on a raft on the river.
Yeah, I mean, and you would think they'd be down with that. That's a quality interracial relationship. So
it's the wrong kind of quality interracial relationship for Disney.
I wonder if
it's weird.
Jim was Tom's chef.
I don't know. Anyway,
the world may never know.
Yeah, and in its place will be cartoon cars with faces, though not Lightning McQueen and Mater. You know why? Because they're trying to put SUVs here. Maybe they'll try to tie it to Monster Truck Jam, which is a property they announced at D23 that they're partnering with. Yeah, Monster Jam.
Like the Gravedigger?
Yeah. I don't know.
Cool.
Probably not. But something based on cars would be my guess.
Oh, I was thinking of Huck Finn, not Tom Sawyer. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't they do a Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn movie with like Jonathan Taylor Thomas a long time ago that Disney put out?
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah. like a long time ago when I was like a little kid.
Well, moving on. So these are going to be original SUVs, so not characters you're familiar with from the Cars universe that fans don't have any connection to. Now, mind you,
or care about.
Yeah, this whole area has been around for 51 years. Again, Walt had a hand in this area because it was roughly a replication of what he had in Disneyland in Florida. It was one of the ways that gave you connection to this park and gave Americans connection to their past. Cars Land is no connection to our future, past, present, or anything. If they were going to do it anywhere, they should have built a proper Pixar land, but they half-assed that in the Studios Park in Florida. So this could have been in Fantasyland, but they've already, locked themselves in there despite having land up to the north of the park. They could have built an entirely new land because, well, there's only 42 miles of land here that make up Disney World, and they have 7 to 9 different areas they could still build on. But no, we're going to tear down historical stuff to do this other thing.
Is there a reason they chose Cars specifically? Like, when I think of all of the Disney or Pixar like franchises, Cars is not really the one that pops up in the top of my mind as like the greatest revenue driving franchise of all time for Disney or anything like that. So did they give reasoning as to for like why they chose Cars?
I don't know. They think it will fit aesthetically with Thunder Mountain, the Haunted Mansion, and the Bayou Adventure that doesn't run 25 to 50% of the time, which used to be Splash Mountain, which ran most of the time.
I think I could see that argument, like from an aesthetic standpoint, looking at Big Thunder Mountain and then kind of having that desertous like landscaping. But I think the rest of it doesn't really mesh for me. I don't think that's gonna be very chill, because like Frontierland for me was always kind of like the divider that you walk through to get to the other parts. Like it's there, and then you have like Indiana Jones and all that good stuff, and then Tomorrowland is over here, and you kind of walk through Frontierland. So I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, I don't know how it'll work either, considering that you pass through, frontier gates that actually act as a barrier for a roadway that actually exists between the two areas. But that pass through will have to have some modifications. Regardless,
of some kind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Regardless, most of the fans are like, "This is awful. Don't do this. What are you doing? This is terrible. Build it somewhere else." But then we have people in our own chat who actually are, throwing some super chats at this. And look, for good reason. I mean, Dean H drops 5 CultureCasino cash saying, "Isn't Disney trying to officially extricate the Walt from Walt Disney World?"
That would be an accurate statement, I would say.
Yeah, I think you're right, Comix, indeed. They are. But here's the
he's problematic because he was anti-communist.
Yeah, and they're trying to help push for communism. And then actually I have a story about this because they want his image, just not what he stood for or what he was or what he did.
Yeah, they want his image, just not him.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get into that in a second because I didn't tell anybody, but that we're going to roll right into that story.
But he's a white male. Isn't his image problematic?
Probably.
Of course.
Probably, but maybe if it's animated, it's not. So, John Coman for 2 CultureCasino cash says, "Can they put in the Dildozer from Idiocracy?" I think
that would be good.
That would be interesting.
That'd be a different kind of Disney. That's in Disney Paris.
They should put President Camacho in the Hall of Presidents.
Oh, that would be.
They kind of like, if their current candidate for one party gets in there, they basically have.
It's gonna be close enough to Camacho.
I'm just saying.
Kamala Mountain Dew.
There you go.
Yeah, accurate.
Why don't they have the "I Have Dirt on the Clintons' House of Horrors"?
Oh boy, well that a lot of people have that kind of
graveyard. It would just be an addition to the Haunted Mansion.
The ones
you go.
Yeah, but you only have a few left now because there are only a few that have made it through without being Arkan-sided. Anyway,
there it is. There's a joke from CultureCasino.
That's right. We're going to move on as
Tom
I scroll
did
through this.
answer Graham's question.
Oh,
so Cars is the highest revenue-wise for the toys.
That's very interesting that it would be Cars and not Toy Story.
Yeah. Well, we made our way to the man himself, Walt Walter Elias Disney. And the reason I wanted to put him up here for all to see is because, well, they want to make him an animatronic. Skipped. That's right. Walt Disney's granddaughter is actually begging Disney to stop developing Walt animatronic. They do not want their grandpa as an animatronic.
I mean, I can't say I would blame them. It'd be kind of weird seeing that.
Yeah.
I mean, especially considering the fact that most modern Disney employees hate Walt anyway. So
Yeah, there's that.
Well, then they shouldn't be working there. So, regardless, this is concept art for Walt Disney's Magical Life. They really are trying to get this done to bring Uncle Walt back to Uncle Walt. I can't talk tonight. Back to life as a puppet that the company can control. The throngs.
Communism was great, folks.
Yeah,
it's never been actually tried.
Yeah, the throngs of onlookers in the arena
Walt
that
Disney,
were there at
voiced by Ian
D23.
Gray.
There you go. Walt's great nephew Roy R. Disney was also in attendance, voicing his support for the project. I bet because he's trying to get paid.
Yeah, he's going to be making some serious cash.
However,
$1 bill, y'all.
not every member of the Disney extended family is on board with this. Walt's granddaughter, Joanna Miller, the daughter of Walt's daughter, Diane Disney Miller, voiced her thoughts on social media for the world to see, and she is not happy. Everyone, please stop the madness. Don't let them turn Grandpa into a robot. She then went on to drop fairly major bombshell that shines some light on the project. Apparently, Disney had attempted to recreate a Walt animatronic in the past, but those efforts were thwarted by Diane Disney Miller. Mom tried to stop this years ago, and they respected her wishes. While no timetable for this project was given, it sounds as though the company has been waiting for the opportunity to present a version of Walt that they can control, a version of him that would parrot whatever messaging they want for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would seem that now, with Diane Disney a decade gone, they felt as though her feelings were no longer valid. And Joshua Harris goes on to report on this. And
What, you mean Hollywood waiting for you to die to destroy your legacy? No, they even never
No
do
way.
anything like that.
Wow. Surprise. Shocker.
You know what? I kind of want them to create the Walt Disney robot so that way we can hear what Walt Disney truly has to say about the holiday month of June.
Mm-hmm. That'd be great.
That'd be
it'll
so
be
much
interesting.
fun.
Yeah. So it's going to make its debut in the near future in Disneyland at the Main Street Opera House. It'll be called Walt Disney: A Magical Life. And after its initial run, it will play in rotation with great moments with Mr. Lincoln, which has also been on Main Street since July 18 of 1965 before Uncle Walt passed away. So there's that. So tomorrow, who's kind of now a living douche, in my opinion, basically said creating our first Walt figure is a huge responsibility, and we've brought members of the Disney family along with us.
I thought they got rid of all those Imagineers.
I don't know. His great nephew, Roy P. Disney, it's got to be this guy here. He's here tonight. So thank you, Roy, for helping us fulfill this dream. This guy is so tangentially related to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, this is none of those people. So these are, they didn't even bring their nephew. This is Josh tomorrow.
Isn't like that the chick from that Wish movie?
I don't know, but it's a bunch of douchebags. Anyway,
didn't that movie dive almost as hard as Borderlands? Wish.
No, I would say Borderlands was probably a lot worse.
Yeah, Borderlands.
If you can believe that.
There's not much more here other than to show this image of Walt talking about great moments with
I like how
Lincoln.
we're trying to have a conversation and culture just keeps going.
Yeah. Well, I want to have a
it is a
conversation. I want to have a conversation, but I like I said, I'm just fascinated by just how disastrous this is overall. I don't think this is a good idea. What do you guys think? I mean, obviously, Comix thinks this is a great opportunity to have him talk about communism and other things, but what do you guys think? I'm curious.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's a terrible idea.
But I say, wait, is there a bad time to talk about communism and everything? It's like,
I don't know. I know that
communism bad.
Well, it is bad.
I just want to hear about how Israel shouldn't exist straight from Walt's mouth.
Yeah,
I think that would be great.
Don't think he would ever say that.
Exactly.
Well, no, I mean, but remember, they tried
he
painting
would.
because he was anti-communist. They tried painting him as being anti-Jewish and
Mhm.
anti-Semitic. So that's what they'll lead up with.
I can't wait for Walt to talk about Black Lives Matter and George Floyd.
Oh,
Being
there it is.
pro-Palestine.
Yeah, Main Street USA is now going to be St. Floyd Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that they'll do that. Maybe.
What?
Dean H.
Oh,
they
wait,
want-
hold
they
on.
want-
I've got the soundtrack to Borderlands. Hold on.
Coming soon to Universal Studios, the George Floyd Experience.
I don't think they'll do that.
This ride will leave you breathless.
Didn't somebody try canceling like Ryan Kinnell because of a joke like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I think so.
I'm trying not to get canceled. But Redisaurus, member for 4 months, says we need an R-rated comedy about this. The Waltinator. Yeah, I agree. That worked out well.
Culture was ever canceled, the headline would be Milk Toast YouTuber gets canceled.
Milk Toast. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bill S. Preston Esquire makes a point. I was always a woman. Waltine Disney. There you go.
Waltine. Oh, you're finding the ones I starred.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. Do you want me not to do that?
No, you go right ahead. That's the way that it's supposed to work.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Snortapupus Q Burr, our friendly polar bear friend over there, says this third generation of any creative founder tends to poop on their legacy. Actually, they tend to bury the company.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there some Tolkien thing coming on in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, the Rangs. The Rangs.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Rangs
true.
is something.
When you have anybody who's going to be starting their own company and being truly a visionary and creating something that is world changing, 2 or 3 generations down the line, they always shit the bed. Not too long ago, I did a tour of the home. It's like the largest private residence in the United States in North Carolina, though, called the Biltmore. And they were talking about how the Vanderbilt family who funded that entire thing, they're fucking broke. At one point, they were one of the richest families globally. And now they have no money because of all of these stupid ass projects that 2 and 3 generations removed tried to create. And that's exactly what is going to happen with Disney. You know, it's like they're going to champion some nonsense that fans don't want. And ultimately, it's going to take the entire generation of current people that should be Disney fans and just kind of remove them from the equation. But fucking whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of them do that. Well, you look at the Fords. You know, by the time it was Ford the Third, less and less in charge of the company, right? But Genghis Khan, had like 70% of the world conquered at some point.
Yeah.
A couple of things.
Yeah.
Number one, he was always out campaigning, so the people that ran his empire were his wives. Okay? So the wives ran everything. He was out killing everything. And apparently having sex with everyone, since we all have a little bit of Genghis Khan in us.
Wow, I came back at a really weird moment.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. We're talking about Genghis Khan.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Like, didn't he like kill so many people that the actual like the environment around him changed because of like
he legit killed a lot of people.
That's gnarly.
Super murder. It's like
They found a way to kill tons of people and all of that. But yes, yeah.
See, and that's the kind of solution to climate change they're looking for now.
Yeah, we just need some crazy ass Mongolians to roll through and just start beheading people again. That'll be cool.
That's why I am Caucasian. Asian. Yeah.
Was that? I heard you're Caucasian.
Oh, there you go. Oh, hey.
yeah.
I'm not.
What?
I'm not wearing my hat.
Very small. Very small.
It's a very
I'm
small
wearing my
thing.
hat.
But
I'm wearing my hat.
so he conquers the world, right? And then they
Yeah.
break it up to where his sons have separate empires, okay?
Right.
The wives were running it.
Yeah.
And then the next generation, the third generation came around, done.
Well, again, I mean, it's like, you know, you're already rich. You've conquered everything. People are afraid of you. You got a nice house or hut in that case. I mean,
Yurt. I mean,
you're rolling. You're rolling pretty deep, you know. So.
So now Genghis Khan is a slot machine. So there's a role
actually is.
reversal.
See,
Yeah.
I mean, I used to go to this Mongolian barbecue called Genghis Khan, and one time I was like, "Yo, can I like take this to go?" And the guy just looked at me. He was like, "Hey, it's all you can eat, man." You know, it was crazy. That place was wild. Genghis Khan, man, what a gnarly dude.
Mm.
Yeah. Paulie's in the chat. Do better.
Say hi. Say hi to him. Yeah.
Hi, Paulie.
Paulie's in the chat. Everyone hi.
Paulie's a legitimate creator. He's actually done everything, including his own like graphic novel. I mean, dude's like legit. Not only that,
Paulie? Oh, he's very talented.
He will physically train you, and then he will do whatever that mixed arts thing is on your face.
Yeah, but did he drop off the face of the earth and try to rehash the glory of the Mongol Empire? Because until he does that, he's not really a creator.
I don't know.
That's right. Well, I don't know if the people around Paulie would allow him to spread his seed throughout Asia and Europe freely like that. But now Paulie's thinking, how did I get roped into this?
I don't know, but he was saying that I don't stream enough. I think he's right. I need to stream more. I think I need to get to this super chat from our friend Walter Tomaszewski for 5 Culture Casino Cash. Says, why is Disney so keen to build new attractions rather than preserve older ones? American cities do this too with their downtown buildings, and then everything that made them original and interesting is gone. Sorry.
I think you missed the beginning of this conversation. The people who run Disney now hate Walt. So they're trying to erase everything he was ever associated with.
Well, what's really funny, Jacob, is Walter was here 4 hours before this stream started and sent the first super chat. So, but no, I'm sure. Like I said, you're right. They don't want Walt anymore. And Cyrano for Cyrano 2960 for 5 Culture Casino Cash says the scene from Robot Chicken where Walt was a robot just flashed through my head. Give me
where it's his head. Yeah.
Yes.
Helion.
What's so funny about that is somebody used that for a thumbnail today on their video about this Walt animatronic. I lost my mind. I was like, it's perfect. Perfect. Eclay's here. What's up, Eclay? We do have some memes, so if anybody's paying attention to those, I don't know. Yeah, there were some memes made somehow. I don't know. I don't have any fluff.
Did it just manifest into the Easter? Did somebody like?
Is that what happened?
There was one on Black Myth Wukong, which is coming out either tomorrow or Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
I think it's Tuesday. I already pre-ordered, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait to play it my own self.
Well, that's because you're in it, apparently.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No way. How am I in this thing?
It's Black Myth WeaveCon.
Oh.
I really, really dislike this.
Seriously, Graham, are you wearing a Celine Dion shirt?
He is.
Hey, well, hold on. It's actually fucking heavy metal Celine Dion, so slow it down.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Beauty and the Beast tour.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
And you know what? I'm just going to say it. I fucking love Celine Dion. I saw her in Vegas. Very emotional. Big fan.
Right.
So
she sang the song about that old woman that jumped off and died, and
the old woman that murdered
wasn't on the Titanic.
Yeah, that murdered what's his name?
Right. She murdered
DiCaprio, man.
Yeah, murdered DiCaprio.
She wouldn't let him on the board.
Well, it's good to know that after all these years, you guys are not holding a grudge about that.
Absolutely not. I mean, of all the places in the world that you're going to put a Titanic experience with an authentic replica of the bow section and the first section of the Titanic, why not do it in Branson, Missouri?
Okay, this is disturbing because I look very Wukong-y.
You kind of look like that young kid in the first Jumanji movie when he turned into a monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That didn't end well.
But he was fine.
I mean, eventually he was fine.
Yeah. Speaking of eventually things, well done on that. I think that was Robbie, right?
That was
well done.
Release the
McCracken.
Kraken.
That's right. Thank you, Robbie. Seaman for 5 grumpy grumbles over there on the green machine. says, any predictions on next week's mostly peaceful convention? I don't know,
yeah,
dude.
That shit's about to be so awesome. I'm so excited.
I think we're going to watch the first live action Molotov cocktail.
It'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the party of don't put up a wall with nothing but impenetrable walls all around that area.
Oh, wow. Imagine that. I wonder why.
Didn't the city of Chicago miss their very own deadline for like not allowing certain like
Illinois
groups to show up? It was Illinois. Is that what it was?
Well, no, it was actually Ohio, but I knew what you were talking about. Yeah, they didn't file in Ohio in time, so they made it a special exception.
Well, no, I thought like outside of the convention this week, there were a bunch of groups where it was like, hey, if we don't hear back that like explicitly our request to protest it has to be denied, and since they didn't deny it in time, they're like, okay, we can just show up and do our thing.
Uh-oh.
All right, well that's going to be funny.
It's going to be awesome.
I think we're going to see what pandering to groups does for you when you don't pander to group anymore.
It's the
or enough.
Panderverse.
Yeah, thank you, C-Man, for that. By the way, we have my co-host who's almost never here anymore. Looks like he's going to join us today.
It's Jolly.
Hey, what's up, Jolly?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, God, the puppet again? Are you kidding?
Sorry, I'm late, Culture.
No problem.
I just got back from watching that movie you told me to watch.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Oh, good Lord, it was disgusting. All the naked men and bending over, and it was terrible.
Can you send the DVD over to me?
Alien Romulus, Jolly.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Alien Romulus, Jolly.
I thought you said anally ram your ass.
No. No.
Oh,
No.
man.
I watched the wrong movie.
Clearly.
You have to
hours,
get
too, is
Jolly a
weird.
text-capable phone.
I'm so sorry. I thought.
What did you find it odd that you had to walk down a lot of dark alleys to get to the theater that only held 12 people?
That was a little strange, especially the guy in the back with the trench coat and nothing on under it. That was
actually
weird.
Ian.
Well, I actually paid somebody to accost you. I told him I wanted him to shoot you with the gun, but clearly he misinterpreted what I said.
In Minecraft, YouTube. In Minecraft.
Oh, yeah, in Minecraft. Well, he's a puppet.
Yeah, well, we would never endorse the murder of puppets here on this show.
I mean, puppets aren't real people. I mean, come on, YouTube.
Hey, I thought he looked familiar.
All right. Well, believe it or not, gentlemen, I think we've reached the end of the well, no, probably not that. Of the end of the successful conversation around the Walt animatronic and the destruction of the Disney parks. I think we need to mosey on down the road to our next subject, but we can't do that without our first commercial break.
Neighbors bothering you with their loud music?
You know who else in there?
Your boss or coworker harassing you?
Wait, what? Who said that?
Maybe you have a roommate who cries in their sleep. Bully Mays here with a solution that proves every problem has a mortality rate. Introducing Shank Crate, your all-in-one monthly subscription box that can take care of those in-your-face issues. Each box contains new and unique materials for you to build your very own custom shank.
Oh my gosh.
And for your protection, the contents of each box are totally secret until you receive it. And not only does it create solutions, it also serves as a creative outlet, like an adult form of Lego.
Oh, yeah. Right? That is a literal knife's edge.
Maybe you, like some of our other customers, have questions.
Can I bring it to school?
Who's ever heard of a pencil not being allowed at school?
Can you store it in a pocket?
Absolutely.
What if you don't, have any pockets?
Your discretion. Whether you're conscientious about the Earth or just not opposed to being a good steward of the environment, each Shank Crate and its contents are made of 100% recycled materials to make sure we're environmentally friendly. And if you order now, we'll be extra sensitive to the environment and keep all the original fingerprints on the items for your convenience. All for the low cost of $19.99 a month. Call 626-831-9333 to get your Shank Crate today. If you call now and secure your monthly subscription for only $19.99, you'll get your very own alibi insurance for those slightly stickier situations. But wait again, there's even more. To be inclusive, culturally respectful, and as patriotic as possible, each monthly box is themed after a unique prison in the US of A. So call 626-831-9333 now to get your very own unique, patriotic, and environmentally friendly shank crate with your own personal alibi insurance.
What the heck?
I don't know, it's just here.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Hope everything's going well. We got a lot of great things happening here on the show. Mostly, your guys are all here. Hopefully, you get a chance to go and check out Shank Crate. We've been working with them for a long period of time. We don't even charge them for the ads, so there you go. In fact,
because we're scared of them.
That's actually true. But I ran into a story this week that I covered on my channel that YouTube didn't want anybody to see. Yeah, it turns out Apple are racist. But they're only racist to get against one group of people. They're only bigoted against one group, and it happens to be white straight men. White straight men.
What?
Yeah, no, seriously.
White straight men are under attack? No.
No. Well, maybe. But I found it fascinating, so I wanted to have a group discussion about it because in a video you only get my perspective. I would like to have all of your perspectives. So. If you wouldn't mind moving us right along, chug-a-lug.
Oh, you mean I got to press that button?
Yeah, you got to do that.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Here we are.
So I did bring up what they have, which is called an entrepreneur camp that they put together, and it really kind of set me off a little bit. I always feel like there's a good reason to get upset. I try not to get upset about anything, but with this, there's a good reason to be upset. And I know we have people that, may not be straight white men in this, audience right now, but I find it fascinating that Apple has done this entrepreneur camp.
Oh.
It's a one-on-one project that is designed to empower underrepresented founders of businesses and development and developers, so the people that work for them.
How very inclusive of them.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So as you go through and you read all of this stuff, Entrepreneur Camp offers programming for founders, developers who are Black and Black, Hispanic, Latino. I'm not going to say this offensive word since Latino slants out there.
No, was it Latinx?
Yeah, Latinx. Or indigenous, and have the following: an app-driven business, an app that uses Apple technologies and frameworks, and a functional and complete app that's available on the App Store as a beta build on test flight or as an IPA in an equivalent state. Basically meaning you have something that's in development for either the computer software side or for their phone side, and it is on their testing platform, Test Flight, which I actually have on my phone because I test apps for people that are friends of mine. So you get unprecedented access to Apple engineers and their leaders. They also give you actually direct support, and you get to participate in alumni programming, including presenting a live demo of your app and access to all the previous people that have run their company through this program. So how do you apply, you ask? Well, maybe you didn't, but I'm going to show you anyway. So you basically apply for this here. Their upcoming schedule, underrepresented founders. That's going to be October 28th to November 1 in Cupertino at their actual development center on campus. You have to apply by September 3rd. Female founders and underrepresented founders are getting their own online version from November 11 to the 15th. You have to apply by September 3rd also. And female founders, just chicks, apply by September 3rd.
Steve Jobs on that list?
No. Although he was a straight,
he's definitely
white
underrepresented.
male.
How many of those in the female underrepresented groups are going to be dudes that are masquerading as chicks just to get in?
Oh yeah. All you have to do is claim you're non-binary and you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to make just a shitty app and then show up and be like, "Hey, I'm definitely an indigenous woman of color," and like see if I
make
get
sure
in.
you're wearing
I'm
a
gonna
tutu.
shoot the shit out of them.
Just show up in like a Sailor Moon outfit. They can't say anything about it.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Wow.
So this is very problematic, for lack of a better way to say it. And again, your organization, to qualify underrepresented founder in person programming, your organization must have a Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Indigenous founder, co-founder, or CEO. A Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Indigenous female developer proficient in Swift or Objective-C, and object programming, and a functional and complete app that's available in the App Store as a beta build, right? We already talked about that. The Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Indigenous founder, co-founder, or CEO, the Black, Hispanic, Latino, or Indigenous or female developer, and another colleague are eligible but must be 18 years of age or older, which means you get a group of 4 people. Notice how there is no white, male, straight people in here?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, geez, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Who wants them around?
Yeah, totally.
Well, I actually worked for Apple for about 6 years. So I have experienced some things where I'm like, that's pretty wild. So right before I was about to leave, they actually made it where you could start up employee-led groups based on your identity. So they would have like @ groups. So it would be like Black at Apple or woman
employee resource groups is what that's called.
Yep. And then there was someone that I knew whose last name was White, and he decided to make White at Apple, and he invited everybody in the company whose last name was White. And when they found out what was going on, he got in a lot of trouble because of that. And I don't recall if he lost his job, but he got in a lot of trouble for doing that. And they're like, you can't make White at Apple. And he was like, no, it's not about the race. It's about the last name. Anybody whose last name can be in my group. So it's a little bit wacko up there.
Yeah, but at the same time, to be fair, Graham, if you can have all these other groups, there's no reason that you couldn't have that group. In fact, I would have made a case out of that.
Yeah.
I think Sir Dirty Dog's got a good point. Elon Musk should apply for that.
Well, yeah, he's African American, so of course he should.
I'm having deja vu. This exact same thing happened a couple years ago when the Jim Henson Company put out a roll call for puppeteers, and they listed off everybody except straight white men.
Yeah,
they made sure to exclude that. So I mean, if you were a Black transgender, a binary dude, whatever, you were in like Flynn. Especially if you had you were missing a leg or something. You got to hit all those check marks.
You basically have to be like a sewer mutant, and then you'll get
I just found it fascinating that they actually went out of their way to create this group, and the question has to be about whether or not that's legal. What they're doing, is that legal?
Well, the problem is that the cities that they're doing these in, it's like, who's going to actually charge them? Like that's kind of where the consensus point is. It's like, I don't know exactly what city did they say that this was in, or what state was this in?
California.
Yeah, so it's like what California legal group is gonna go after these guys for racial discrimination against white people? Like that's the problem now. It's like the legal system in these states have become so out of whack. It's like they can basically get away with this even though it is in fact illegal. Because who's actually going to challenge them on it?
I mean, it basically would have to go all the way up to the Supreme Court, because it any court in California would be so on the side of Apple for so many different reasons that even if you could articulate a really, really good case and say, you know what, this is considered racial discrimination, sexist discrimination, can't have it. As soon as it gets to the courts, they're going to toss it out and be like, nah, but we like that narrative. So it would have to be at the federal level. But
they'll find some California law to justify it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't think you can. I think you can't violate federal law. So if it's tied to federal law...
Oh, please. How many times do these cities go and ignore federal law? Anything that is declared a sanctuary city is literally ignoring federal law.
Or the states where weed is legal, it's federally
illegal. Yeah, there's that too.
But I mean, what is going to be fucking hilarious is when they're going to have these ladies in underrepresented races, and then they're going to be like, hey, put together these apps, and all the apps are just dog shit and they just fucking suck and they don't do anything. And it's like, okay, well, it's because you didn't choose the apps that were good. You chose it based on the identity of who's created it. It's gonna
Same thing with Jim Henson Company. They were, locked down in California. So what was the point of trying to bring up some kind of suit? Because we already know, they're going to have all Hollywood backing them up, Disney, all that great. You don't have a chance. That's why I love Gina Carano and Elon Musk and what they're doing, because that's like the first time we've actually seen a little bit of pushback on this BS.
Well, I mean, that's from their playbook. You have to learn their laws and use it against them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what Elon Musk and Gina Carano are doing. There's so much going on inside this space area with Elon, and he really is that smart. Yes, he's a billionaire, but he knows all this stuff. So
yeah. Real quick, and I knew this wasn't going to be a topic that lasted long because Jacob has been really quiet over there. Jacob, do you?
Why do I feel like I'm being singled out here right now?
Well, I wonder why.
That's because you are.
I wonder why.
The obvious reason. But I'm asking
you. Culture's never beaten the allegations. I'm just throwing it out there.
Well, that's Jacob's going to write an app called "Why Men Are Horrible."
Oh, perfect.
And it'll just be like a word a day puzzle or boggle or something.
Yeah,
and then he's just going to take pictures of himself in long hair.
Toss a wig on and you're in.
Right.
Yeah,
or just take pictures, of some woman and just send them in. And then when you win, you get up on stage and, just expose yourself. Say, I'm a man, baby, and run off. And,
just whip it out and then run off.
I wonder if I just started like a website called like whitedevil.org. Yeah, all my like complaints are about like white non-binary people. It's like how far could I like twist that grift? It's like going after white people, just exclusively white non-binary people as a black man.
That would be fucking hilarious, man.
That would be funny as heck.
Yeah, well, we've got about 3 super chats to get through, but we have something that Jacob wanted to present to the group. Ladies and gentlemen, you're part of the group.
White Devil Daily.
You want to go through, so I can do this, and then we can do the super chats.
Okay. All right, let's do that then.
You want to do that?
Yeah,
let's do them now? Okay.
Let's do them now. So, yeah.
So, OC Mano over on Rumble. That is for $5, Culture.
Yeah, we've got $5 from the C-Man. We actually already got this one. Talks about any predictions for next week's mostly peaceful convention.
I'm sorry, I didn't get to answer.
Yeah, you didn't.
I wasn't paying attention. I was doing my job.
You were doing your job. Yeah,
it's going to be Hunger Games meets Squid Game meets Lord of the Flies.
I don't think anything's going to happen.
Meets Chicago.
Meets Chicago 1968.
Well, I mean,
excuse me.
I'm sure there'll be some mostly peaceful arson.
Yeah, mostly peaceful car robbery.
I live here, and Chicago takes every opportunity to try and feel self-important.
Well, you know what they say about Chicago is you come for the pizza, but stay because you got murdered.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Come for the pizza, stay for the coffins.
Well, I mean,
if I want good pizza, I'll go to Detroit or Connecticut.
It's not Gary, Indiana, but it's close.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Gary, Illinois.
Might as well be.
Yeah. So for Razor Burn, for $2 to Comics and Culture, favorite skinny puppy LP. I'll let you go first, Comics.
Oh, God, which ones are LPs?
Two Dark Park.
Oh, so it's actually an album,
Rabies.
not the.
I think Rabies would be my pick.
Yeah, mine's Rabies as well.
Yeah, but what else was they?
Bites is good. Mine the professional course. Remission
was a while ago, 84.
Yeah.
No, I think Rabies. Yep. I think we had that question before. I think we answered both the song and the LP, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Warlock is my favorite.
Warlock is a great song.
Yeah, great song. I mean, that album is just fucking amazing.
Yeah, that one was it was really good. All right, we'll move on from there to the next one, which is from Mark Daly for $5. Culture Casino Cash. Borderlands. Ornery old broads with bad attitudes, shooting everyone who pisses them off. the View with Guns. Yes,
Well, that's a good one. I like that.
Oh
I
man,
like
my
that.
God, that's funny.
That's a great joke. Holy
The
cow.
only problem is Joy Behar would accidentally shoot herself.
Or accidentally take Whoopi out. You don't know. Then she'd feel bad.
Kevin Hart does look like a young Whoopi Goldberg.
Hart.
Wow.
Yeah.
does.
See, I thought his name was Hurt. So I screwed
Yeah,
up.
I tried to correct you earlier, but I was
It
muted
didn't-
and didn't care.
Yeah, clearly. Mark Daly for another 5 Culture Casino cash says the Aliens movie was supposed to be a 2-parter, but the suits canceled the sequel because they thought Alien Romulus was Remus was about something else. Oh,
there it is.
Remus. There it is. Yeah,
That's it.
See, he knows his mythology, Romulus and Remus. Well done. And you know what? That's what's so great about the Alien franchise, is because it always leans into mythology. In it kind of all along the way. It's very cool. Very cool indeed.
So now I was corrected. Joy would argue herself into a coffin.
Sure.
And Brahmable says that Whoopi don't move so well nowadays. That's true.
No, she has a candy these days and is kind of big.
Yeah. I will say thank you for the supers. And now, Jacob, do you want to introduce your clip? Now, see, I feel like a real talk show host now. You want to introduce your clip?
Oh, yes, Jerry. Thank you very much. Here, I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys an exclusive of. I work for a little site called Bounding in the Comics. I don't know if you guys know this, so I actually do like movie reviews for them pretty often. And I wanted to give you guys an exclusive for a movie that I reviewed at the end of last Friday. And it's a little movie called Jackpot, which is on Amazon Prime. It is a movie starring John Cena and Aquafina. Now, the whole premise of this movie.
That rhymes.
The whole premise of this movie is that in some dystopian future 5 years from now, California has a new lottery where someone wins the lottery and then they have to survive a period of 6 hours without being killed. If they somehow manage to survive, they get to keep the money, but whoever kills them gets to steal the money from them. It's a weird setup premise thing. I watched it. Okay, if I tell you exactly what happens in the movie or how bad the movie is, I don't think you guys will believe me. So I created a review here to show you exactly how awesomely hilarious this film is. And by the way, I did happen to edit it just a little bit because, we are here on Culture's channel and we don't want to get him to get booted off or demonetized for anything that I play because, I like to play some questionable stuff. But here you guys go. Give you guys a little...
Hang on, before you get into it, Jacob, it just sounds like this movie is just current day California.
In a lot of ways, yes. In a lot of ways. Yep, here we go.
Wait. I'm still upset about Whoopi Goldberg and a cane. We're not going to get a Sister Act 3, are we?
Probably not.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Damn it.
Here you go.
Sister Act 3, sorry, 8 children.
That's really loud.
That's too loud. Thank you.
What is going on? Katie, you won the lottery. And now anyone with a losing ticket that kills you before sundown gets her money. Legally.
Okay, that's murder.
Oh, not in California. It's just a chance at the big time.
Hey guys, Society Reviews here. My review of the film Jackpot.
Oh, you dirt-faced me! Oh, sneaker!
Oh my God, that was so funny! I think it's because you look like a bulldog that a witch casts a spell on and turn into a human. You ever get that?
This is a prosthetics machine. If people can't recognize you, you're a lot safer.
Hey girl, hey. What? Too sexy?
Again, another stellar joke. Boy, do you suck. Why don't you throw a dick? We might get a joke out of you. God damn it.
So, does this thing follow the same rules as the movie?
Oh, Lord, I hope not. I don't think our legal team would allow for that much murder.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell yeah.
I need a hero. I felt that too.
I'm pretty resilient to this dumb shit. Oh my God. I'm gonna kill myself.
Not the heel. Jesus, Hollywood's gotten extremely competitive.
You break your funny bone and forget to set it? Jesus Christ.
What the hell was that?
You think I'm gonna kick somebody out of a movie car without a helmet? I'm not a monster.
Let's rock.
All right.
Yeah, 0 out of 5.
This movie's funny. I can't wait to go not watch it.
Wait, that's a real movie?
That's a real movie that is
Holy
really
shit, I thought that
live
was
on
just a joke.
Amazon Prime as
I thought that was a
release
parody.
date.
No, what did Aquafina like do? She just started showing up one day and she hasn't stopped. How did that happen?
So there was no way to portray just how bad that film was. So I just took clips of the real jokes that were in the movie and put them in the review, just to show you guys that that this is a movie that actually exists, that they put time and money into. Amazon.
Do you think I would get
Not
canceled
much
if
money.
I get that old Chinese guy costume that she has and I wear it for Halloween and I'm like, I'm her character from the movie? Will I get canceled for cultural appropriation?
Probably.
This looks like a terrible remake, low budget remake of Rush Hour. What is this garbage? Really?
That is cinema in 2024, my friend.
Nobody will know the costume you're wearing because no one will have seen the movie.
This is going straight to streaming. I hope. This is not.
Well, it's Netflix, so yeah.
Yeah, they knew better than to release that in a movie theater.
Yeah,
they knew better.
If they actually did that type of a lottery in California, I know the Koreans would win.
Okay, let's. Okay,
well, no, because like if you think about like in the '90s when there was a bunch of like civil unrest, like they had the rooftops. Like,
The rooftop Koreans.
just rooftop it up and be like, hey, let's just split this for the community, so the Koreans.
Okay, but I vote to like try to reduce the number of racisms that come out of your mouth every 2 minutes because that would be great for my show.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Blue Man.
No, I was just saying that I respect like the. Anyways,
I know. I'm just
teasing. And you wonder why I hate puppets. Jesus.
It wasn't
Another fine example.
It wasn't him.
Just single-handedly ruined this entire show.
I have
My
a
brain's
question,
made of
Jacob.
cotton. What do you expect? Jeez.
I have a question about the plot.
Yeah.
Is there a plot, by the way? If you kill them, can someone then kill you? And then can they kill that person? And it's the last one standing at the end of the time that's got the...
They don't go that far into the story. It's just that you have to survive. And then the whole point of John Cena being there is that he's there to protect her throughout the duration of it. And then he somehow gets 10% if she survives.
Okay, all right. This is probably the best joke so far. Meteor Advocate Timon says, for 3 months of membership, thank you, my friend. I appreciate your support. You've been here forever. Aquafina is the Asian version of Leslie Jones. Yes.
Yeah.
Jacob?
Remember, she started off as a rapper. There's rap songs from her that are on the internet as we speak.
Please don't remind me.
Jones or Aquafina?
Aquafina.
Oh.
Wasn't she a drink in Tropic Thunder? Or am I getting mixed up?
No.
I'm pretty sure that's like bottled water that the Coca-Cola company sells, Aquafina.
Yeah. Wow. So she was told to like stop doing her black scent.
Oh yeah, that was the thing.
She still hasn't.
No, not at all. But she's from Brooklyn, yo. Brooklyn.
John China. Yes, Davina.
Oh,
yes.
So were the Beastie Boys.
Yes. Yeah, a huge no talent festival for sure. Yes, Nita Seabold Salt indeed.
On the bright side, it doesn't look like they've spent a lot of money on it.
I didn't even check to see what the budget of this movie was. I feel like if I find out, I'm going to be very, very angry.
Because they got paid. They got paid. I'm angry. They didn't go in there and just do it as a skit for fun.
Like really, like if you found out that they spent like $40 million on that movie, like wouldn't you be upset?
Yeah, well, it's John Cena. It's his movies are so obsolete now. You can't see him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. So,
see not evil, hear not evil.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of racisms here. Slacker Wannabe is here saying, breaking. Pro-Palestinian protesters in downtown Chicago are chanting DNC go home. Oh! Or we'll bring that's a threat, kids. In fact, I know for a fact that that's legit because my friend Latino Slant sent me a tweet that kind of said that things were already popping off there.
Well, just wait till the gangsters get there, and it'll get really fun.
Sure, they could go home.
Just wait for the giant slabs of bricks to just show up mysteriously in the middle of the night.
I think they already did, didn't they?
I mean, where does go home mean? I mean, Chicago's pretty much their home, so how can they go home?
Tina Guzman, hey, how's it going? Cena needs to work on his acting. Yes. Look, let me tell you something. If the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy acts better than you got a problem.
Chris Pratt?
Batista.
No, Batista.
Dave Batista.
Okay, can we sidebar rant on this whole thing? No, I'm not giving any credit for John Cena's ability as an actor, especially in these clown show comedies. But can we also stop pretending like Dave Batista is like a good actor too?
I'm not. I just did a compare and contrast essay, bro. I was not saying it was bueno.
He plays great meatheads, and that's really it.
Yeah.
And then again, John Cena comes and plays a good dumb meathead too. It's just that his movies aren't funny.
Wait, they already have the pallets of bricks laid out for them?
Yeah, there were pictures of them. They were already there. They were put there like days ago.
This ride is sponsored you by Lowe's.
Actually, I think it was sponsored by Soros. So anyway, because that's really what it is.
If the kids want to see a really good wrestling movie or former wrestling star turn actor, go see Suburban Commando with Hulkster and Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
It's so cheesy, it's good.
Good.
Yeah, check that out.
Hey, don't sleep on Lords of Frogstown from Roddy Piper either.
I came here to do two things: kick ass and chew bubblegum. All out of bubblegum.
Speaking of all out of bubblegum, we probably need to ride on from this subject. But Jacob, I want to say thank you for bringing the levity because Aquafina sure didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, we're demonetized and Culture's got a strike, but it was a great clip.
It was a great clip. Yeah, it's fun.
I do what I can.
Yeah, I'm also watching the number of subscribers fall on my channel in real time. So fantastic.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently you had more fans in China than you realize.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, well, I'm only 108 subscribers from 25K.
They're receding faster than Brahma's hairline.
And we just hit a milestone on members, so I want to say thank you to the amazing contributions on my channel from each and every one of you. And for those of you dropping super chats tonight, I'm trying to make sure they aren't
awkward FEMA.
Awkward FEMA. There you go. Sorry. I'm trying to make sure they aren't missed. So thank you for all.
Who's awkward FEMA?
Awkward femur.
Awkward femur. All right, let's get to the next thing, which means we have to run a commercial spot. Tox, you got a commercial spot for the next thing? Produce the show, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
This Pixel Entertainment Network international streaming service presentation is brought to you by Muffs Bar. Muffs along the Riverwalk has been a popular but hard-to-find pearl in the heart of San Antonio's Forest District. So popular, in fact, our Little Muffs is growing. The new home to the biggest clams in the South is located at 6969 Kamanawanalia Boulevard in glistening Glaze City, Texas. Come by and let's flash you our new Muffs today. And remember, Muffs Bar, finger-licking good since 1969.
Oh, yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you. I love clams, too. I do. Man, thank you, Sort of, for this keeper. And everybody else out there, be mo better. For those of you out there in the chat, I hope you actually go looking for some of the places we have in our commercials, because I'm sure they would appreciate the business.
Moistly harmless. That's great.
Oh, speaking of Moist Critical, he's not in business anymore. Anyway, all right, here we go. What do we got going on here?
Dickens cider.
Oh yeah, we could definitely do that.
Yeah, that's definitely there.
We can do that, Jawa Trader. That's Tox's specialty, is finding those unique locations in wonderful cities. According to Jimmy Kimmel, talk show hosts are no longer interesting. I mean, he's worried for his job. I mean, the ratings are down on all talk shows, not just him, but he had some legitimate concerns this week. And I did a story about that. And I'm starting to believe YouTube doesn't like me very much because I'm not getting the kind of views I used to get. And I must have said something that they didn't like. So if you're here just know that I do make videos still. And, it would be great if you found them. On that note, I also created a playlist so that you can find videos like this in succession, which actually helps build the channel. But let's step away from that for a moment and talk about the fact that I think he might be right. I think Jimmy Kimmel might be right. And I think that talk shows are in some serious trouble. And on that note, let's bring in the panel to talk about it.
Before we get into Jimmy Kimmel Sucks, Argentum, I didn't, by creating that commercial, we really didn't want you to not feel included.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, for
that.
sure.
So we're going to open up a new bar called Bulge. And I'll do that. So that'll be good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Make sure that you feel included.
Yeah, because really, I mean, our audience is very important to us. Yeah,
they're very important to you. Yeah,
yeah. No,
the channel's under attack. Beaver says.
I did. You know what? I got false hate claim bologna sausage 4 times this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm like...
Oh, it means you're moving up in the world culture. It means you're getting popular.
Sure, but ouch. Because, every time they do that, it's don't do that. You can say a lot of things. You could say I'm not funny. You could call me Aquafina, but, don't say I'm hateful, because I'm not. I love everybody, especially you. On that note, let's get into the story. I did a video on this from a couple of different angles. I'm curious your opinion. Do you think that late night's over? Is late night over?
Yeah, I think
late night's been over since Leno and Letterman. We just now getting to this point.
Well, man. I mean, the guy that does the job is telling you that it's over. I mean,
well, he does this job.
Well, maybe it's because he's criminally unfunny.
Criminally?
Yes.
I'm gonna pull up a chat. All right, I actually know people in this industry. Subhuman 84. Conan is probably the only one who is adjusting to the times.
Yes.
Of all of them, Conan O'Brien is the only one who's not a slime ball. So when he got the job and went to LA, he took all of his writers and everybody with him, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they pulled that bullshit on him, right? Yeah. He created a production company, put stuff together, got all that stuff, and paid all of his people their moving expenses and everything, because they were all set to go, paid for all that himself. And then got the deal with TNT and went and did all that stuff from there. So, but he's definitely been ahead of the times. Saw the writing on the wall 5 to 6 years before anybody else.
Yep. And he's always been probably one of the smartest guys out there. He really did follow in Letterman's path back when Letterman was funny and cutting edge. And he's a genuinely nice person. I mean, the best, and correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, if you think I'm wrong, but the best late night hosts always come from the Midwest. Always.
Apart from the Scottish ones like Craig Ferguson.
Well, Ferguson
he was great.
But okay, dude, he's honorary Midwest because he had the same sensibilities as the people in the Midwest of the United States.
He was on the Drew Carey show from Cleveland, Ohio.
Right. Yeah.
So he had exposure to that.
Yeah, and again, I mean, and the other great thing about coming from the Midwest is that you don't have an accent. So you're not going to, you sound like everywhere USA.
Yeah, Craig Ferguson doesn't have an accent at all.
No, totally. None whatsoever.
None.
I don't hear it.
Nope.
But he had a guy in a horse costume and a robot voice.
Yes.
He's the first one to do a late night show truly on his own.
Yeah.
Was Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
And Conan O'Brien, what I liked about Conan O'Brien is he let Norm Macdonald be Norm Macdonald. And he was funny as hell.
I'll say Letterman used to let Norm kind of show up and have some fun.
Something happened to Letterman, right? Something happened. I think it was the 2000 election that got Letterman. And then he kind of went off the deep end. And then all the stuff that happened with Leno and everything and stuff from there. I mean, he was better off.
Well,
his top 10 lists were great.
Do you think that the state of late night right now is suffering because of the format might be a little bit outdated, might be a little bit long for people's attention? Or is it that this current generation of show hosts, they all fucking suck?
Well, I think it's a combination thing. They suck, and there's also YouTube. YouTube is basically replacing them.
Well, exactly. I mean,
sorry, Jake, I didn't even cut you off.
No. We're here right here, right? We're here right here. doing this show for 400 people right now. There are 400 people in this audience, spread out amongst all the different platforms that we're on. And, that's incredible to me because we are making an impact. And when people say, and the thing, Graham, I just want to say this, it's not the format's out of date because we're basically doing the same format. What it is that, and it's not even the attention span. It's that they're just not funny, interesting, and they don't do anything. They don't take any risks. I took a risk by having any of you on here. So
and look how that turned out.
Yeah, true. But
disastrous.
But I think the problem is that I think the problem is that whenever Carson retired, nobody knew how to do what he did. Well, they didn't pay attention.
I think Leno did. I mean, Leno was very successful, but I mean, it's a lot has changed. Just like format, technology. There's YouTube, and I think a lot more people are going to YouTube for this kind of entertainment than anything else.
Yeah.
And like I said, I cut Jacob also.
Yeah, go ahead, Jacob.
Hear what
Sorry
he has
about
to
that.
say.
Yeah.
No, here's the elephant in the room. The reason why late night sucks is because they killed it. Because ever since, like I said, Leno left late night, all late night has become is just late night propaganda where the late night hosts are now actively hostile towards like the audience. It's like Jimmy Kimmel for like the last 8 years has been actively hostile towards a large portion of the country. He's not been the only one. What we've essentially done is that we've turned all of these failed Daily Show hosts, like what's his name? Like we had like
Colbert.
Jon Stewart and John Oliver and what's the guy's name? Stephen Colbert and Trevor Noah and Samantha Bee, all these people.
Seth Meyers is the worst.
Yeah, right. And all of these people have dominated late night for the last 10 years, but all it's become is just one unauthorized DNC rally after another. And this is not what people used to watch late night for. Like Leno talked about this several years ago. It was like that, I don't like what late night has become because it's all been all about politics. It's not been about entertainment anymore. It's like, yeah, we took shots at politicians, but we took shot at Bush and Clinton. Like our whole objective was to be funny. And John Oliver, of all people, went after him and called him a piece of crap for saying that, hey, all I wanted to do was entertain people. So they're hostile to this idea that, late night should just be towards entertainment now. So what you've done is that you've chased away anyone who was even remotely interested in this concept of late night television, because no matter where you go, it's Kimmel, it's Myers, it's Colbert, it's Fallon. It's the same thing over and over again, and no one just wants to watch it anymore. They killed late night. They killed their fan base, and they killed this entire medium.
I'm with you 100%. In fact, let's do. We got some super chats I want to get to, but I want to say this. Tina's correct asking this question. Thank you, Tina BB. It's great to see you, dear. Hope you're doing better. Has Kimmel ever been funny?
Yes, on the Man
He
Show.
used to be. Yeah.
But that was 30 years ago on Spike
exactly.
TV.
That's the problem.
He was funny on Ben's Time's Money, but Ben's
Spike
Time was the
TV.
draw. He was funny on Spike TV, but he was funny on the Man Show with Adam Carolla.
Spike TV.
And the first 2 weeks of the Jimmy Kimmel Show on ABC is some of the funniest television I've ever seen, because the only person he could get to co-host with him was Snoop Dogg, and they were getting drunk on goat's milk, right? And this stuff they were saying, drunk. They brought a deep fryer on. They deep fried some guy's Rolex.
That's funny.
Right, they did all kinds of stuff because he thought that's it. I'm gonna get canceled after that, and he was just let it all go. And then when he went mainstream, and then this guy Kimmel bit TDS hard.
What was it like 2 years ago when he was on there talking about some political statement, and he was like bawling his eyes out, like crying during his monologue. And as soon as I saw that, I was like,
that was January.
He was using his kid as like a prop to prop up like universal health care.
That's what it was.
Easy. He's got that kid has been through so much and successfully made it through his last surgery.
Well, his kid needed a heart transplant at a young age. I mean,
valve replacement, I believe. But
valve replacement, all that stuff. So I know that one.
Yeah. So I just, like I said, I mean, I'm not going to. He's dealing with a lot, which is why I brought this article up. I mean, he realizes that the end of the road is near, and Cognitive Nomad's been on fire over on the Green Machine in the chat, just laying down, all kinds of great stuff.
I'll be honest with you, Culture. I'm not unsympathetic to the sick kid, but seriously, fuck this guy. Fuck him.
Well, okay.
I mean,
purely based on his late night stuff, I'm 100% in agreement with you. Yeah.
Now, some of us are trying to bring aspects of the man show back, and that's why I brought back the booty breaks and do that on my show, because
Ziggy sucky,
I'm telling you, people love it. We love a little toxic masculinity once in a while. We don't see enough of it,
Speaking of, what would they call the man show ladies or the man show?
Girls on trampolines.
Girls on trampolines.
That was one of my favorite.
Juggies. They're called the Juggies.
Juggies.
Yeah. Right. Okay, speaking of the Juggies, we need to get to some of these super chats. Good segue.
Well, what I like is Culture bringing up, we don't want to talk about this guy. You brought up the article.
Yeah, but not about that. We don't want to kick him while he's down.
You know what?
Oh, I mean, here's the thing.
Everybody has problems in their life. Everybody does. You would not believe the personal problems I have going on right now. And I can tell you that if I had a job where I'm out there doing this, I wouldn't be taking it out on my damn audience.
Yeah.
Because I know if I entertain my audience, all right, if I get to their super chats on time,
that's what I'm trying to do.
They will continue to do that. So, Culture, maybe you ought to do some super chats.
I was just going to say, I don't feel bad for Kimmel at all, because let's be honest, a few years ago, this guy was openly calling for the death of people who didn't get a certain thing that they were pushing.
Oh, no, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. Again, guy's a straight up douche, okay? But he's not wrong about this subject. And sometimes people can speak, even if they're complete idiot.
He's not wrong about the problem, but he caused the problem. It's like, you can admit that, we're having a hard time here, but you caused the problem.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
He wouldn't analyze it correctly.
So I'm going to interrupt you all for the super chats I've been trying to get to for 5 minutes. So Jason Webster for an Australian 5 Culture Casino Cash says, thrill at John Cena apologizing to the Chinese in Mandarin.
I'm sorry, it's so bad.
Yeah, he should. It was terrible. And I will say this: he does have to make a lot of apologies. The fact that he can do it in perfect Mandarin should disturb you.
It's not perfect. It's pretty rough.
Wait, you speak Mandarin?
No, I don't. I'm just kidding.
Then shut up. Mark Daly for 5 Culture Casino Cash. Mark, you're a sponsor tonight. Thanks very much. Remember the Paleys were dancing in the street on 9. Wait, I can't read. I don't know what that means. Dude. Yeah. People were dancing in the street back in one of the worst days in American history. Now they're threatening us. Definitely not a Dale Carnegie grads. Yeah.
Wait a second. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
You can't say 9/11 anymore.
I want to say one of the worst days in American history. Is that okay?
You could say the inside job.
I can't say that.
I was there.
Okay.
If we're going to back down from saying 9/11, I'm done with you.
Okay, I can say it. You just said it. I'm just saying there's something else in there that's a little concerning. So trying to limit the conversation in that. But no, I can say 9/11.
That P word?
Yeah.
What? I don't even know what that means. I have to look that up.
Okay. Enjoy. Argentum. I feel like I'm not the demographic for That's right. I saw that earlier.
Right.
I think you grabbed it.
Sure you are.
According
to everything that comes out from Disney today, yes, you are.
All right, fair enough. Cognitive Nomad says they chose to stop entertaining. They face their fates. I'm with you, like times 1,000. So, yeah, and you've been killing it in the chat. Thank you. SFX 314 Sabretooth Raptor for 2 Culture Casino Cash says Sno Dub would be a great night talk show host.
Yes, he would.
Yes, he would.
Yeah, Sno Dub's one of my favorites. It's why I liked him here as a co-host. And then he couldn't find his way out of the strip club, in time to make it here for like the last few weeks. But it's okay.
He was doing research.
He was for this show actually, but I keep catching his shows just to make sure that he's got some good hair in the audience. And our good friend Randall Orser from Canada for 10 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you for that, my friend. I truly appreciate it. 10 people got their memberships thanks to our good friend in Canada. Thank you, Randall. You're a prince. Well, you're the kind of prince that, avoids Snow White.
The Prince of Darkness.
No, not that kind of prince.
How many memberships did he gift? Was it between 9 and 11?
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. Anyway, so back to this Kimmel
You
thing.
missed my member chat.
You made a member chat?
You missed that. It took me a
Because
long
you
time
actually
to
wrote
write
on your
that.
member, it was too short. Sorry.
Member. I see.
Anyway,
40 months, dude. You've been here for like nearly. You've been here
That's
3.5
a while.
years. Yeah. 3.5
Nearly
years.
41 months.
Eventually, I'll find something better to do.
Yeah, it says, I'm proud. I'm a proud upstanding member for culture. Well, thank you. I'm glad I
You've
give
been
you
a member of
tumescence.
his since the first month, haven't
Well,
you?
he's an upstanding member, so it means he's tumescent.
He's
Anyway,
8 months away from 4 years.
I know. I will certainly be sticking it.
Should say
our
out. Sticking
I'll
it
sticking
in
it
culture.
out for
You're
culture.
treading
for a
dangerous
long time
territory
now.
right now.
No matter how hard it is. Yes, you went hard in the paint on that one. I feel like Viagra was the only thing that could help you on that mission. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Let's get into it. We've got I don't know. You guys have any final thoughts on the lack of interest in late night? Or did
I
just
have a
waste
whole lot
of
to talk
time?
about on this subject, but you keep interrupting us.
Go.
Well, that's it.
So Conan O'Brien is going to be the only one that's going to have a future career because of how he made the transition to digital format so seamlessly. That's it. That's my thought.
You know who got out while the getting was good? Craig
Trevor
Kilborn.
Noah. Oh, Craig Kilborn, yes.
We don't talk about him enough, but yeah, there's a
Craig
guy. who got out
Kilborn
on
was
top.
funny as heck.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. Can I?
The
say
Daily
this?
Show
Yeah, go
before
ahead.
Jon Stewart had it.
Yeah.
Was a guy that used to do Sports Center.
Yes.
God, what was his name? He was funny.
Kinnear.
No, not Kinnear.
Dan Patrick?
Not Dan Patrick. Dan Patrick has a great show. But no, it was one of the others. I'll look it up. But he started the Daily Show, and then Jon Stewart came on to take his place when he moved on. And the Daily Show was really great as far as creating people.
It was Craig Kilborn, yeah.
Craig Kilborn, yeah. You're right. Sorry, it's Craig Kilborn. That's what we're talking about. Yes. Sorry. Craig Kilborn, yeah. He started the Daily Show. A lot of the stuff that they've run on these shows now, he did. But he got out. I don't know what happened with the guy that's on CBS now. I can't even say his name.
Keith Olbermann?
Colbert.
Colbert? Oh.
Yeah, he was
I
so
never a
funny
fan
in
of
the
him.
Daily Show. I don't know what happened when he went to, but he was
I know
good
what
as a
happened.
sideshow Bob, right? He's not been good as the main attraction. And Jon Stewart's gone all over the place. It's like the guy's, he's like Snoop Dogg. He's on weed, he's off weed. He's on weed, he's off weed. It's just weird.
Well, I mean, a lot of it is that it's Trump derangement syndrome. I mean, that's what broke a lot of these people.
Oh, Mike Myers? No, Seth Meyers.
Seth Meyers.
Man, he was on when all that happened. He's like, his mother, who was dying, was so happy that, or no, his mother didn't die, but his mother wanted to see a woman president. She's finally going to see it in Hillary and all that stuff. His mom became part of the show after that stuff, but he really went off the deep end. I got to see a practice. So they do a test show. We were in New York, a family thing, and we went up and got tickets to see him doing a show where you get to see all the jokes. So you test the audience and do all that. Couldn't say anything, couldn't do any of that. You can't boo, can't do anything. You can just laugh or not laugh. And he did nothing but Trump jokes. And they all died. Nothing. In fact, there were two people got up and left because they wanted out. They said, I can't sit here. I got other things that I want to go do. And they don't want you getting up.
No.
Because, you hurt the writer's feelings, whatever. And once he stopped talking about that stuff and they started doing some of the other jokes, he got some laughs. But they became unfunny. When they decided that this is my platform, I'm going to tell you what I think. Nobody gives a shit about what you think. Okay? Johnny Carson, in the first parts of it, believe me, I've seen every single Johnny Carson. He did not start having that huge influence until after he had made everybody laugh.
Yeah,
and
he did
then
stuff, which were great.
Right. And then he still didn't do it. He had all kinds of political people on. He had the governor of California on multiple times. He had the mayor of LA. He had all this stuff. It happened. One was Reagan. One was Jerry Brown. He had all these people on. What did he talk to him about? Things that were funny. Things that people related to. And culture has a point. The people from the middle part of the country, that's what people across the country relate to.
Yep.
Is that.
Yeah, you
and
don't
that's
want
what
to,
they had.
You don't want to be a bi-coastal show. Like, you only appeal to the coast, right, Tox?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Because, I mean, even... Go ahead, Snow.
Well, I just wanted to point out that, these days we're getting called ists and phobes because, we support Trump or whatever. But back in my day when I was growing up, we all tuned into a great show called the Arsenio Hall Show.
Mm-hmm.
And it had some of the best guests ever. And
it was funny, too.
Great
Really?
musical acts, the dog pound in the corner, roar, 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 So, I mean, he was very successful. He went on for years and years. And we've had great talk shows back in the day. And nowadays, it's just all political and garbage.
Yeah, well, I mean, I used to watch that show all the time when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great show.
Yep. He can make you laugh, and I enjoyed that. And it, like you said, we don't have that anymore. But what we do have is Larry, a name so nice, you say it twice. Larry, 41 months. He's ahead of the Scottish Canadian from Texas.
Yeah. And 70s is not happy about it.
Okay. Well, that's sad.
I don't know.
Very sad.
I think we're...
I'm not happy about anything.
I actually started a
I'm on
comment.
the internet.
I actually started a comment. I started a comment because I wanted to read
this
it.
one?
No. Well, no. That was early. I did this one from Mars Monkey Max. Funny enough, the end of comedy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where else that line came in recently? I did a video today about the crime bills that are trying to be passed in California, 10 of them, to try to, toughen up, not really, the crime problem that they're having. If they just enforce the laws that are already in the books, they wouldn't have the crime problem that they're having in California.
Well, isn't a lot of that because Newsom is about to be up for his job?
Yeah, he is. And so what's funny is these bills are they want to be tough. They want to be just tough enough on crime. They don't want to be tough on crime. They want to be tough enough on crime. That's why this one caught me funny. But that's kind of how I feel like the world is right now.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
It's like just enough. Not exactly what we need, but just enough to pretend like we give two poos about anything. And we're in a weird place, bro.
Cyrano brings up a good point here. The argument that we're saying goes all the way back to the late 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
So Sid Caesar on Show of Shows.
Oh, yes.
Oh, funny as heck.
Oh,
but they were losing audience to Lawrence Welk, who was from the Midwest, doing the polka stuff and all that, because non-New Yorkers couldn't relate. And
Right.
one of the things that Saturday Night Live was able to do was transcend the New York stigma across the country.
Yeah.
Right? And Letterman was able to do it, but Letterman was also from Indiana.
Yeah.
Right? So very few times you have something coming out of New York that makes it. Goes at Larry Allen. I don't know how many of you know Larry Allen. He's a very powerful comedian, has done a lot of stuff. He has done comedy shows and things out of New York, and he's got his television show, and then he's got an empire out there. There was some talk of him buying BET. I don't know if he owns it or whatever. But he was able to transcend.
Yeah.
Byron Allen, sorry. Barry.
Byron Allen also has a small problem. He has not paid his affiliate fees to CBS and others for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
So
but there was so much stuff that was happening in late night television with comedy, and you had parody shows like Fernwood Tonight and America Tonight that came out in the 70s and did some stuff like that. But a lot of those talk shows started out with local access television.
Yes.
Things such as that.
Which we're going to lose if we lose cable, which is part of a question that was asked earlier. But I need to get one more member chat in from TZ Burton. 31 months of membership. Thank you for your support, my friend. And I saw that I was your favorite late-night talk show, and I appreciate that. I stopped watching TV 4 years ago. since I found FNT. I think everybody did. I think everybody did. It would be nicer if it was on at night, but it's fine.
I'll do you one further. I go back to the High Council days. That's
on
Mm-hmm.
WCBS. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I remember those original shows. I remember Tom being on there. Yeah, I thought they were great.
Oh, look, we got another member chat you can read.
Okay, I will in a minute.
It's from a lightweight. He's only been a member for 37 months.
Yeah, let me get a super duper chat from SFXF 314 Sabertooth Raptor. I'm gonna say on a side note, my friend, I've been missing you. I've been worried about you. I didn't see you in chats. People were asking about you. Just so you know. Says new show, Toxic Man Flu's top 20 headlines. I tell you what, if he does them, we'll do them here.
I did headlines for a while. It's incredibly time-consuming to do that.
It is, yeah. But you could do them for me, and I would appreciate it.
I am going to do... So I do Dixtradamus, because that's Comix Division.
It is, yeah.
But now we've have CultureCasino.
Sort of.
So...
by the way, if you are a gold tier member or higher for my channel...
Would that be Weavstradamus?
Weavstradamus.
Or you are a sucker with a lot of dough on Comix Division's channel.
Oh, you finally remembered it. Great job.
Yeah. So, yeah. You actually get access to a special member stream where we do a watch party and we watch a movie with you. It looks like we're going to do that every 2 or 3 weeks or so. And this Tuesday's movie is Shin Godzilla.
Ooh, fucking awesome choice.
You do not want to miss it. So if you are gold tier for me or sucker with a lot of dough for comics, one or the other. You don't have to be both. Just one or the other. You can be both. I mean, we would like that.
Do you get to watch it twice if you're both?
No, you just get to watch it.
Yes, you get to open it up in 2 browsers and watch it twice.
But we would truly appreciate that.
One of you has not seen this movie, I believe.
That would be me.
Although he's seen Godzilla's shin because that's how tall he is.
Well, I don't know.
Godzilla's shin is like 4 stories.
Yeah, it's like, how is that even a short joke, Brian? I mean, come on, try harder.
It was adjacent, all right? It was close.
It was weak.
You have to use your imagination. Come on.
Short adjacent joke.
Comics does not have imagination.
Okay, so back to this incredibly important 37-month membership chat. I'll make Culture read this.
Yes. 37 months.
Yeah, true story.
And there's one time I got pissed off at you and stopped supporting you for a month and came back. Which is why I'm not at 41 months.
But why?
4 months in, you said something, we got into an argument, I'm like, F this guy.
Me and you.
I was out.
Oh, I thought for sure.
Great detail.
Yeah. I thought for sure it was a shirtless stream.
But you have to understand, Tox always comes back.
He does.
Like herpes, you can't get rid of me.
Speaking of which, man, we are never going to get to the
Speaking of
last
herpes,
subject.
we're never speaking of herpes on this show.
Okay, all right. I was going to segue back to your member chat. But anyway, Larry for 2 Culture Casino Cash says, our local NBA station banned SNL the first season.
NBA station?
NBC. Did I say NBA?
Oh, sorry. You said NBA. I'm like,
all
okay.
right.
It's probably the WNBA.
Well, they have the NBA anyway. Oklahoma City, says Larry. Wow, that's the.
Oh yeah, OKC, man. I remember that back in the day.
Yeah,
that first season of Saturday Night Live's pretty screwed up too, because they had the Muppets on there, Jim Henson's Muppets, and it was some weird Jim Henson smoking dope crap.
What?
It was, yeah. If you watch the first season of SNL, there are breaks where they do Jim Henson's Muppets, and that stuff is out there. If you're not on an acid trip, you don't get it.
Sounds like a good time.
Hey, can I say this? What I miss is the Marty Krofft puppets.
Oh yeah,
I still miss that. Those more lifelike, caricature puppets. I think we need to bring those back. I think we need to
they died in a plane crash or something. Was that
the puppets?
Hemorrhoid hurts. I am in good company if you have done this too. So.
Oh yeah. Did you highlight it? Yeah. Hey, look, our good friend Creek Indian, part of the Alita Army. Hey, he says, hi, Culture. So sorry I've not been in the chat for a while. I appreciate you being in the chat now for 10 Culture Casino Cash. But actually, I just missed you. I just hope everything's fine.
My family was a member of the Creek tribe, too.
Yeah, that's actually true. We actually need We actually need the Alita army to grow because I need a sequel because I am not satisfied with where the first movie ended. I need more.
First movie of what?
Alita.
Alita Battle Angel. The movie was great.
Yeah, it was a
incredible.
good one. I thought they did a good job.
Yeah, Rodriguez.
James Cameron's busy on Terminator.
Yeah, but Rodriguez was supposed to, because he deleted
Again.
that dog crap, was
Right.
supposed to get Alita movie. He didn't.
Cognitive Nomad's right. 37 months plus time spent equals only
Three
three more
consecutive
consecutive life sentences.
Thank you, Cognitive Nomad. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Oh no.
Personally, I think I'd rather have another
Lars
Desperado.
Monkey Max remembers when I did that. Ah, yes.
I don't.
I've gotten to the age where it's like any movie that I wanted them to make now, I just don't want them to make anymore. Like I would
Not
love
now.
another
Oh,
Dread
100%.
movie. I would love another Dread movie, but then it'll be a Dread movie in like 2025. And it's just like, you know what? Just leave me the one that I got. I'm good.
Well,
It
doesn't
would- it
the
would be
second part of that movie is
tackling Judge Dredd's toxic masculinity.
Yeah, right.
Like, yeah, dude.
Speaking of toxic masculinity, man, I can't say words tonight. Masculinity. You know, I had trouble. I had trouble doing. Something's wrong with me.
You got a tribble in your mouth.
Kamala Harris over here.
I think I'm having a stroke. I think
You're just having a stroke.
Yeah. Hey,
Somebody
wait.
call
Watch
ambulance.
my face. If my face.
He went
starts
to the Joe Biden School of Cognitive Dissonance.
It's just a short stroke. It's okay.
Oh, there it is.
Next is going to tell us about his buddy named Corn Pop.
Yep.
Whatever you do, don't try and climb any stairs.
I was told we weren't allowed to stroke on this show. Was I misinformed?
No, not
That's
that
a different kind of
no,
stroke.
No. That definitely you can't.
Okay.
I'm old enough to remember when they had their own water fountain and they weren't allowed to drink with us.
Wow.
I have a serious question for
What, the
Jolly.
Welsh?
When you are stroking it, and you get to that moment,
Oh, okay.
do you yell out, "Let the fur fly"?
There's definitely some silly string that pops. Can get a little messy. Just saying.
Okay, can we? I really am trying to keep this mostly a family show. I know it's hard.
Good luck.
I know it's hard, Jolly. I know
It actually is kind of chubby right now. It's not that.
You walked right in that one closer.
Oh, he does all the time, but he never backs up.
Culture is just like the living
don't back
embodiment
up.
of like Sideshow Bob just running into the rake.
Don't back up. Don't back up. You're
We
fine
made
unless you
someone
back up.
laugh.
All right, back to it. RJ Godzilla 81 says, I hear flu returns every year. It does, except for 1 year, just recently. But we can't talk about that here. What we can talk about is going to the next commercial. Talks.
Oh, shh. Which one was it going to?
4, which is
4?
Sherry's. Sherry's?
Are you tired of the same old buffet food at Wang's? Have you had enough dong to last you a lifetime? Well, take just a few more steps past those single-minded restaurants and dive into Sherry's Slam & Clam. Sherry's Slam & Clam Shellfish Bar is truly all you can eat, unlike the 2 shrimp limit that stingy bastard Wang has. In a hurry, let Sherry stuff your box. To go! Be shellfish and take all you want from Sherry's Slam & Clam. Located next to the 3rd Street Bolorama, Sherry's is open 6 days a week. If you are looking to slam clam, get to Sherry's today.
All right. This is one of my favorite rejoinders. I think these are officially called. I feel rejoined right now. Hi, everybody. I didn't know I was on camera already. Yeah, the Borderlands didn't do good. Borderlands movie, two good video games. I wish they could hear you right now, Jacob. 2 good video games and a 3rd terribly awful one. Well, not terribly awful, just not very good. I don't care about it. That's fine. But what I did enjoy was the terribleness of the performance of the movie. It's funny because they thought they were going to release the movie and then it'd be a good time to promote Borderlands 4. What they seemingly did not know is that was not true. This probably was the worst possible film released at the worst possible time ever. Let's jump into it with the panel. Let's go. So, from the Gamer, which, well, they're not stellar. But
I love this. I'm kind of amazed at how little money this movie made. I mean, come on.
It hasn't made any money. It's lost a lot of money.
It's extraordinary.
It's like, come on, dude. Everybody with half a brain saw this coming.
Yeah, well, no, and that's so true because we saw the trailer and we were like, oh, that looks bad. There was an aesthetic that looked good in the first teaser, but when we get into it, we're like, why are these geriatrics in this movie? And that's kind of what it looked like. It looked like geriatric fest. Like let the kids pretend they're
It's
in
like when someone takes their mom to Comic-Con.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly true. So, Graham's sharing a screen.
So, okay, as soon as I saw the trailer for the Borderlands film, and they did not make all of the characters look like the very unique version of the animation style from the games, I knew it was all over from there. Like, if you look at this photo, this is just
that was at Comic-Con.
Yeah, this is just a cosplayer, not. Oh, let me see if I can get it bigger. I don't. Heyo. But the fact that they didn't do something similar to what a amateur cosplayer can do to make it visually align with the games, I knew this whole thing was cooked.
Well, they did the exact same thing with like Apocalypse in the X-Men Apocalypse movie. I mean, it's like you have cosplayers that look better as Apocalypse than what was in the movie. I mean, Hollywood fucks this shit up all the time.
Constantly.
Yeah, and it was really disappointing visually when we got deeper and deeper into it. When I started to get clips from my friends that are in the business, and they were showing me what was happening, I was like, "Wow, that is terrible."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Charles Darwin nailed it. Borderlands Nursing Home Edition.
Yeah,
seriously, it was like AARP on display in here because none of these characters were even close to looking like they should.
No,
Borderlands the Menopause Edition.
Yeah.
Is it still on track for being the biggest flop of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, this will probably beat Challengers. This will probably
biggest flop of the year was
Madam Web, right? Madam Web.
Well, I think it's going to beat Madam Web.
Nice.
I think it is. But let's take a look at this article because this is strange because the gamer is incredibly leftist. Oh wait, we're not on the right. There it is. The gamer is incredibly leftist. And, if anybody's going to shill for this garbage, I mean, it's going to be them. Oops, there we go.
Of course.
Yeah. So as we scroll down, they say Borderlands opened in theaters last weekend. So we're now 10 days separated, right? And I'm going to get into the box office in a moment, kids. Don't go anywhere. But yeah, it took a few days for it to secure its spot as the biggest box office bomb of the year. It was very, very bad. Very, very bad box office. When we usually talk about flops, we're talking about movies that did not make a lot of money, just not in relation to their budgets. Like Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny made nearly $384 million worldwide. Sounds like a lot until you compare that number to the gargantuan budget that came in between 294.7 and 387 million. Well, actually, after you reduce the taxes benefit that they got, it comes down to $300 million, but it is what it is. They weren't even close to getting out of the red with that film. Lionsgate and Gearbox must wish Borderlands was an Indiana Jones style flop, which was what I expected before it released. Unfortunately, it's something much worse. Despite its reported it's actually over 120 million. I was led into the circle to say that it was somewhere around 150. Borderlands has so far only made about 18 million globally. Well, you want to hear how that's not true? Let's take a look at the numbers. Globally, as of 10 days, it made $21.2 million. 21.2.
Globally.
You missed the takeaway there. That was on a budget of how much? Like over the what's the production budget on here? Like 200 million?
No. I was told directly after the what do they call it? Published budget that it was 140 million, not the 120 they wish it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have to add the marketing on that.
The marketing
yeah,
budget.
this is oof. This is what we
Oh
call
my laws, that's bad.
It is.
I mean, if you look at like the ratio of money earned to overall expenditure, like this probably has to go down as one of the biggest flops all time, right? From any major studio.
I
would imagine. Yeah.
Hey, Luke, let me say it this way. Lionsgate, we used to call the bomb factory.
Right.
This makes that name return. Because you have to remember, Lionsgate kind of redeemed themselves with John Wick and a few other things. This kind of, returned them right back to bomb factory. So, yeah, this is not good. But there's only 18 million. This is what's great. How are there only 18 million worth of people interested in seeing this world? I don't know, guys. They're trying to push this as nobody wants. This is the conversation I want to have with all of you. They're trying to push this as nobody wants video game adaptations. Guys?
Well, it's not that nobody wants them. It's that they can't make any of them good.
Exactly.
Kind of like... Well, with the exception of what Sonic the Hedgehog, that Mario movie that came out last year, and what the first Mortal Kombat, name me like 3 good video game movies ever.
Well, we had one this year.
Oh, Cowboy Bebop. Oh, it's not.
No, that was a TV show, and it sucked. Didn't we have one this year?
Halo.
No, that was god awful.
Yeah, they fucked that one up too.
That was bad.
Wait. Oh,
you know what? Wait.
Mario.
Super
Mario Brothers. This year. Last year.
But he mentioned that. He said that last year.
It was last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're actually doing in Chicago, the city itself,
they're doing
a live
Chicago?
action Grand Theft Auto.
That's just called Chicago on Saturday night.
Yeah,
exactly.
I actually have a clip.
The West Loop.
Oh, Silent Hill is a good choice as a. You have to. We're talking films, not TV
wait, The
shows.
Witcher.
Oh yeah, like
No.
Hitman.
Those
Those movies
TV.
are entertaining
TV,
enough,
and it is
but
terrible.
it's also a problem with the timing. When was the last time the
both those
Borderlands franchise was relevant? 10 years ago. They
Okay.
waited
Oh.
way too long.
Okay, the first Tomb Raider was good. Yeah, you're right, Subhuman. And the first Hitman was good.
I quite enjoyed that one.
That had Timothy Oliphant in it.
Yes.
The second one sucked ass, but yeah.
Haven't they made like 7 Resident Evil movies at this point?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Doom.
I want to say that. Doom was awful.
That was terrible.
Oh, come
Dwayne The
on.
Rock Johnson and
Come on. That was so
Urban.
good.
No.
So good. And Priest. Oh, that was so good. The vampires and everything.
Did anybody see that?
That was a graphic novel, not a video game.
I like the World of Warcraft movie. I'm one of
You're
the few,
one of like the
few
50 or 60 people that did.
You know what,
outside
Graham?
of China that enjoyed
I
it.
will stand on that hill with
Oh boy.
just so everybody will shoot you first.
Yeah. Well, it was
Stand
just-
behind you.
It wasn't even the fact that the World of Warcraft movie was good. It was just to see something that I had dedicate hundreds of hours in my life to playing
Right.
on the big screen was like,
Wait.
for me, I was about it.
Okay, I will say this.
Gran Turismo does count.
It does count, and it was good.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, nobody saw it, but it was good.
The first
Well, nobody saw Fall Guy either, but it was great.
It was good.
Yeah.
the first Mortal Kombat movie actually did really well, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it
The
did.
first one, the second
My-
one, not so much.
My friend SFX F314 Sabretooth Raptor
Okay.
is correct. Clue is the best board game movie ever made.
Oh yeah, that
Board
was
Hands down.
that was fantastic.
Is
Watch,
there another
don't
board
do it
game movie?
now.
I guess Battleship.
Oh, Brahma, by the way, Metroid is actually in the works to be a movie right now. It's in development.
There's a guy named Minty Comics Reviews, comedy reviews. He did a deep dive on Clue, and I didn't realize it was actually called Cluedo when it first came out.
Really?
Not Clue, yeah, because it was invented, I think, in England. But yeah, that movie, I have that movie on speed dial. Clue.
Talk about
I love that movie.
talk about movies being memory holes. We completely forgot that Uwe Boll did 2 video game movies, Alone in the Dark and Blood Rain.
Yeah,
That's
and they
right.
both sucked
Oh,
rocks.
sure.
Yeah, they were pretty
Most of
awful.
his stuff sucks rocks.
Tetris was cool because you got to see about like how to get Tetris to Marca and the rest of the world. So that was interesting.
Right, but that wasn't taking
That
what the
wasn't-
video game
yeah.
does, right?
I guess.
Like, there was a movie, Pixels.
Yeah,
I
that was
know.
terrible.
I loved that film.
You and Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
The Snow
and,
Kid liked it.
yeah, I like. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Don't
I
forget
heard
the Rock.
CultureCasino was in that movie.
It was.
Remember The Rock
Fighter-
did Rampage.
I
Street
liked.
Fighter was quite
He
good.
did Rampage, Street Fighter.
Oh, by the
Street
way,
Fighter was all right.
okay. Okay, now you're going to get me into this rock conversation that normally Tom and
Well,
I
Tron
go.
Legacy. Okay, Tron was a movie that became a video game.
Yeah,
Detective Pikachu. That was a good movie.
That's right, Detective Pikachu. That was actually fairly good.
It was
I
all
think
right.
They made a Dance Dance Revolution movie, but they retitled it to Magic Mike.
Nice.
Remember Tom Holland did Uncharted 2 years ago, and everyone forgot.
Oh God!
Yeah, because
that was so bad. And you know
because
what?
they needed Nathan Fillion to play.
They needed Mark Wahlberg to not be in the wrong character role.
Well, come on, those are two major miscasts.
Yes, Cluedo TV show. That's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, Pong the movie. I mean, it's just 3.5 hours.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation is the greatest video game movie in history.
For all the wrong
If there was no others ever made, that would be true.
Wow.
All right. Well, we have a member chat that we haven't gotten to, and I feel remiss if I don't, because this guy's an incredible artist, and
I'm not paying attention to the chat.
Cool.
Did you start?
You're supposed to click the button.
Jaffo. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Michael Fassbender made him in Assassin's Creed.
Jaffo has been one of my
terrible
earliest of supporters from that side of the equation.
He's a long time donor.
44 months. That's right. If you use your VPN, set it to Japan, and tune into Sunday Night Culture. You will see Culture dressed as a futa. True story.
Oh boy.
Well, are you trying to turn me into that lawyer guy, Rakeda? Is that what you're trying to do?
Midnight Culture.
Is that why you went and bought the kimono?
No, I don't have a kimono.
I thought that was.
I
those
have
are pajamas.
I have a gi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are pretty gee.
You're part of the Glee Club.
No, that's what.
He's a pink belt in gi.
No, he likes to sing.
Wow.
So.
You
All
can't
right.
win culture.
So I know, but I do know that's like the worst movie. Now, normally we'd have another subject, but I think we just went over 2 hours. The other subject was obviously Deadpool and Wolverine, and since we were talking about films, let me just say this:
Go see this film.
The number one R-rated movie in the world, in the box office, for all time to date, is Deadpool and Wolverine, and there you go.
Like for this year or this weekend, because I don't think either one is true anymore.
It's number one in the world overall.
I look at this whole thing as a good sign. Like we've always said from the get-go, we want to see better movies and better, content, and don't put your woke BS in it. And I think this is
There was none of that.
Right. This is a testament to that. The audience has spoken. Disney, I hope you're listening.
All right. And since we are winding down, I'm getting rid of the coat, which makes
Can't
it.
get rid of the coat. You ever see Jimmy Fallon get rid of his coat halfway during the show?
I honestly don't care. It
Try to
adds
do the
to- it
opposite of
adds-
what Jimmy Fallon does. I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw that article. earlier.
Culture's actually funny.
It adds to my folksy charm, right? So,
I guess.
yeah. You guys suck. Anyway, look, I've had an incredible night tonight. Those of you in the audience, I hope we entertained you tonight and took you away from the regular world for a little while, because that's what entertainment is supposed to do. I know that seems like a foreign concept these days. I want you guys to see the shirt. I am the dude.
I'm the dude for president. Yeah.
That's right. The dude for president. Yeah, my dad gave me that. He said, "This fits you." I said, "It does. It's the right size. Thanks."
Smooth.
On that note, gentlemen, I would love you to tell people who you are and why. I would like you to tell people who you are and why. And I also want everybody out there to know tomorrow you're going to enjoy a great video by me about Disney and why people hate them right now. I've got 5 of these coming up this week, so kick back and enjoy. Let's start first with the man with no plan, Graham.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Gramcast.
Yeah, man, I've been a big piece of shit lately. I haven't done anything. I've just been kind of hanging out, working on other stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of kick it. That's about all I got right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, but you do make great stuff and did. I don't know if you're ever going to again, but people might be interested. I don't
Thank
know.
you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? When I have some more time free up, I certainly have that on the list of to-dos.
All
So
right.
thank you.
Yeah, and do check out his channel anyway. Even if he stopped doing things, it's fine. And check out this guy. He's a Scotsman from
Well,
Canada
it's
and Texas.
funny
or
you're
something.
wearing that T-shirt because my show tomorrow has a very slight connection. It's not about the Big Lebowski, but it's about the band Kraftwerk.
Kraftwerk. I
Kraftwerk
love
on the
them.
Rise of the Machines. It's
That's
about
right.
electronic music, which
right.
Kraftwerk I'm a big fan of. But they have a connection to the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Because the band of the nihilists in the Big Lebowski was called Autobahn. Autobahn, and they were based. There was a parody of Kraftwerk, obviously. So that's what tomorrow's show is about.
You realize my dad and I will pick up the phone and call each other when that's on like satellite or cable or whatever, and say, Big Lebowski's on blah, or whatever channel it is. It's fantastic. Anyway, you're doing some great stuff. Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun show tomorrow. Talking about Kraftwerk and a lot of the other early electronic pioneers, and there might be a few parodies shown as well. Parodies of Kraftwerk. Parodies.
Like Sprockets.
Sprockets. Now
There
is
we
the
go.
time we dance.
That's right. Speaking of, go ahead. You got to wrap
No,
up.
it's tomorrow, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. We have a
Alright.
lot of fun in these shows, so check it out.
Yeah, you really do, and they're always fun. And I like. Yeah, I stealthily catch Brian. Don't tell him. I have to be because I know I'm
slips
usually
it
working.
in.
Well, I'm usually working on something, and if I start chatting, I get bombed. So speaking of
Exactly,
getting bombed, the man from Bounding into Comics, he's talented. Don't let him fool you. It's Jacob from Society Reviews. How you doing, man?
Hey, look, now this is the part where I tell you to go follow me on Bounding and on Society Reviews on YouTube. You guys know the rigmarole. I just want to come here and let everyone know that Aliens is a crappy movie. Anyone who has the audacity to tell you that the movie's actually decent, even going as far to give it an 8 out of 10, which he only calls a decent review, probably doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to movies. So come talk to the guy who professionally does movies and actually has an opinion that's worth mentioning. That's all I have to say for today.
You talking about Alien Romulus?
Yeah, I thought I needed to. I forgot to put up my thing that Jacob is always wrong. I forgot. I remember that. Speaking of remembering things, my co-host, the man that I used to love the most, or I guess the puppet, who decided absenteeism was a way to make it to the top. The man who spends more time in strip clubs than he does anywhere else in his life. It's
Culture.
The blue guy.
No, I do apologize for that, Culture. Although last week, you
What do you expect from a puppet? I mean, come on.
No, I got a debt to pay at the strip club. But no, Culture, you canceled last week, so that one's on my.
I did.
So I was going to be there. Seriously. But no, check out the Cotton Council every Saturday night. Kind of an R-rated adult Muppet show. We like to make you laugh, have a good time. Okay, maybe a lot. Toxic masculinity on full display, and we're going to start bringing on some fleshy guests
Again, like me.
Yeah, like Culture, and I gotta pay off Nerdrotics to get him on, and a couple other cool cats like Drunk 3PO is going to be on soon, and we're paving the road to San Antonio for the big hangout with the Comic-Con that's going down there October 11th and 12th, I believe, and the 13th. It should be a great time. I just can't wait to see all of you at the next big meetup. And San Antonio, baby, this
That's
October.
right.
Should be a good one.
It'll be a good time. Yep. Speaking of meeting people and paying off debts, the guy that I do more with than, well, no, actually I do more with Tom, but I almost do more with than anybody else. It's this guy. Comix Division.
Hi, Comix Division. Like, subscribe, the YouTube things.
Okay, that's weak. Try again. We got a thing coming up Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should probably promote that. So Culture and I, we have a joint member stream. Join us Tuesday. It's not on YouTube because we're actually sharing the movie with you. And we're doing commentary while we watch the movie. So it's a good time. I would say go check out our community section on YouTube, where we'll post a link to our members.
That's
Have you done that yet?
I sent you the language already. I did all the work.
I need to do that.
I did all the work again. Speaking of doing all the work, the man who makes comics somewhat successful and also produces this show. And
What are you talking about? He's just as capable of helping me fail as I am.
And
all I heard there was Culture and Comics are joining their members or something. I don't know
yeah,
what
we
it
are.
was.
Our members are joining us watch our movie. Go ahead.
That's what it needs to be called, the Comics and Culture Docking Sessions.
The docking sessions. There you go. Would you just do your job, please? Golly. I got a super chat to get to.
Well, you guys have already promoted everything.
No.
Culture's on all the time. So he usually does 3 videos a
the
day.
merchandise store. We got new stuff.
Beachpunk.com. There's new stuff out there at beachpunk.com. Go out there and do that. There's a couple of new things sitting out there on comicsdivision.com as well. If you go to some of the political stuff, there is an Unborn for Kamala t-shirt that's out there. And that goes along with the Joe Biden Bike Fest shirt.
Do you realize the DNC is sponsoring abortions at this latest convention?
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yeah, at the convention. Like at the convention.
What?
You're doing it.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
It's the only thing they have.
That's why
literally
we could not have a better time to have that T-shirt out there in the world.
This convention is going to be deader than those fetus.
No kidding. And probably the
that's
participants.
bad.
Oh, I'm going straight to hell because of you guys. Speaking
No,
of which,
they
just
are.
do
You
your-
can't flush our convention, but you can flush your child.
All right. All right. Just finish promoting things. Gosh, I'm going to get canceled before the end of the show. Go!
There's nothing wrong with getting cancel culture.
Getting
What do you-
canceled.
That was funny. That was
That
funny.
was really good. That was. Well, here, I'm going to show this because
Okay, do
you
that.
suck.
No, there it is.
Go out there to comicsdivision.com. This is under the current year section. So current
All
year
I have to say is I didn't approve it, but I definitely approve it now.
It makes sense now.
So, yeah. And in fact, there's going to be a revision to this because Mrs. Flu saw this and said, no, honey, it's unborn kids for Mamala.
Oh,
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes.
So I will be revising this and putting it out there.
So, folks, if you order this now, you get this shirt. If you order it later, you get a different shirt. And eventually, we're going to have a what is it? Communism law? What?
Kamalaism or something like that? Or
Yeah,
it's
Kamalaism
communism.
instead of
What did Kamala
This
say
November
when
is
she-
going to be Kamala versus The Undertaker. One night only.
One night only. What did Kamala say when she got to the ball?
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Speaking of which, okay, enough of that. There's the Bike Fest shirt. That's my favorite shirt.
That looks real good. We're going to have some of these down in San Antonio.
We will. With San Antonio, we'll have these and many more. And we'll also have some new hats and some...
Oh, yeah. This shirt comes in blush pink. And it also comes... Oh, yeah. It also comes in powder blue. So you can use this shirt for a gender reveal.
This is what I aborted. Blue or pink? Oh, there's something wrong with you, bro.
It was a girl. Yeah, I'm a sick bastard.
Print that on the back. It was a girl.
If I could do the specific colors, we could do that on the back. Yeah. And
it was a girl.
Maybe I should order some of these and go stand out some convention.
Dude, they will love you long time. Order like 1,000 of them, dude. You'll sell them all out. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm. Hey, these are still only $19.84. All right,
$19.84. That's our price. That's right. We're all
and
about
get the Freedom Coasters. Oh,
That's right.
Speaking of this, we made a hat for Eric July that he's been wearing in some of his videos. So he's got the Comix Division one from a couple of years ago. But we have one that's got the Don't Tread on Me snake with a Texas flag and one with an American flag that says, freedom's always on the right side of history. And he's been wearing that in his videos. We have those hats too. And same from that, we'll have them down in San Antonio. So,
okay, sorry.
yeah, we might buy a few of these just to have those down there. But
Oh man, I'm stoked. I can't wait for that. But what else I'm stoked about is all of you. I'm gonna put myself up here and say thank you tonight. We got a couple of super chats I'm gonna get right before we drop out. We had a lot of fun. Vote for the dude for president. If you have to vote for anybody outside of the man that's orange, vote for this guy. Okay, because at least your vote means something.
Vote Pedro.
But your vote doesn't mean anything for Pedro, but just giving you an idea. And while it matters who you vote for, don't forget to vote. Just remember your choices define your future. And if you don't want to be living in a box 4x4, barely eating, you're probably going to want to pick one candidate over the other who's telling you about bread lines already. So that's not a choice.
Big Daddy T.
Speaking of Big Daddy T, SFXF 314, Sabertooth Raptor for 5. Culture Casino Cash says, I know the first Mario movie was in the 90s. Was not great, but I liked Hoskins as Mario. So did I. He did a decent job, even though he didn't like it. Well, I don't think anybody liked the job he had to do because, well, he was there with the intolerable Johnny Legs. And Legs is a little bit self-involved, and he's kind of a douche.
He's not a total douche.
Yeah.
Total
douche. Yeah. And Shredder sends a super duper sticker for a pair. Giving me the thumbs up. Thank you. Careful where you put that thumb. And Jesus Davila says, hey.
It's pronounced Davila, by the way.
Davila? Okay. All right.
Davila.
Davila?
Davila. Never mind.
Davila?
Avila?
Areola? Anyway, Jesus Davila for a Culture Casino membership. Thank you, my friend. That means Araxis is joining us on the mothership. Thank you for that. Emblazon 64 with a New Zealand 2. Culture Casino Cash says it was a they-them. Well, there you go. I don't think you can put that on a shirt. Can you put that on a shirt? What else you can't put on a shirt?
It's a they-them. Oh, God.
What else you can't put on a shirt is this amazing cast that we have, minus one who had to run. But I will say this. I had a wonderful time. As always, I will say the same thing I always say. Tox, you're ready with the button? Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, AOAO.
Which one?
It's the fifth one.
The big red one.
Is it the new credits?
No. You play the
outro.
The outro.
There's launch missiles.
Don't play the blue thing.
Oh, this?
Yes.
Okay.
Bottoms up. Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest, of the show.
So have you ever felt betrayed?
Tox, you gotta get the
Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back.
That's right.
I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back.
Have a great week, everybody. I want to say one last thank you to the very last Super Chat, Southern Bell for 2 Culture Casino Cash. Kamala will leave them alone in the dark.
Ooh, there it is.
All right. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday.
Hey, he said it in Canadian. Way to go, Riddle.
All right. Let's go.
Not everybody.
Go away.
Goodbye.
Why are we still